We're live from my basement. It's Thursday night. Woo! But it's not my basement. It is Studio B, Studio K for kitchen.
Nice.
And say hi to Glenn. Jumping back to OBS, it gives us the live version. There I am in my greenish glory, sporting the green shirt.
You know someone's now going to green screen you.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's
how I lose. That's how Ozempic. How some people lose weight. I lose weight by putting on my green screen shirt.
Nice.
I'm a floating head.
He's wearing green for the Eagles home opener, of course.
That's right.
Eagles. Go Eagles. Ooh.
What?
All right. I'm a Steelers fan. This is Steelers fan.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could have some pride by association for being in the same.
Zero. Once I turn this off.
Once they don't see your pretty face.
Unable to connect to David's iMac is currently using something.
Again. Just make sure you don't lose your voice popping.
Yeah, I see my voice popping here. I don't see anything losing there. I'm going to jump. Let's play our intro.
Absolutely.
Did I put the music to that? Yes, I did.
Good time.
Thank you. I find a piece I like and Google Screen only. No, yes, Google Screen only because we don't have. And I can send you the full version. As if anyone cares about the full version. But yeah, I pieced it together to get the timing just right. And with I use Apple's iMovie, so it's the free that came with the computer. I have thought about upgrading to a snazzier movie program. Then I'd have to learn it, and maybe when I retire, I don't know. We'll see.
So that music came with iMovie too.
No. So for music for videos, I search on YouTube for copyright-free music, or I search on just Google copyright-free music, and I go find something I like. And I am not good about giving credit, but I haven't gotten in trouble yet either. And some of it is, if you can go. The only one I got in trouble was for your one, Mister.
Oh.
But yeah, the Winterstone Temple theme said, well, if you ever monetize this, you might have to drop the music from this. Okay. When I get monetized, I'll think about it. So, anyway, welcome to Dave's Imagination. Dave's Imaginations presents Descent into Avernus, Slipping Hell's Grasp. Just like you saw in the intro. I'm sure everyone watching knew that, and that's just redundant. I'm sorry, world. So, our adventurers found their way to Avernus on the El Terrell floating moat of city that fallen from the mortal realm. And as they are defending the city from demons, they rescue the main dude who says, as he comes back from a near-death experience, or comes back from death after a death experience, has a vision of saying, hey, you need to go find the Sword of Zariel, and that Sword of Zariel is what will help you free the city and return everyone to the mortal plane. Okay, but where is it? And you have your friend Lulu, the flying elephant, the Hollyphant. Right, I thought you were going to ask a question there. So the says, I remember something about talking birds. And so you go fly off the moat of Earth that's flying above Avernus, the burning ninth hell, first of the 9 hells, whatever. And right underneath you is the river Styx. And you look down there and you go down to the mainland and you battle. So you have Mad Maxians. You find your way to Fort Knucklebone and have an encounter with Maggie, a hag. And that hag, you go through a dream sequence which frees up, loosens some of Lulu's memories. It says, we need to go to Harmon Hill. You go to Harmon Hill and it's not there. And the sword, we believe, has been planted in the ground and is in some sort of citadel. And that citadel is being swallowed up by some scabby grossness, right? And you go up the top of the Harmon's Hill and you don't see it. But she sees two paths of where demons are born and another one where the demons are killed. And you decide you're going to go to where the demons are killed. But that's on the other side of River Styx, so you travel down the river. You follow the coast of River Styx until you find the Stygian docks, where you were tempted into, or help the dockmaster there test his experimental craft that goes into the river to siphon up the souls at the bottom of the river. You're doing that all as well until demons attack the dock and distract them, and nearly destroying the winch system, the crane system that held it, and by the skin of your teeth, you grab onto the wiring that holds this craft, this baby sphere that went down in the water. Ultimately, you were able to get it back up, and you survived. I believe after that, everyone got a long rest.
Yes.
And the dockmaster, helped you across the river, and you started down the path again, looking for the Demon Zapper. The Demon Zapper was your ultimate destination. You go a little ways, and you come across the sundered chains as you pass the floating moat of Elturel in the distance, not too far distance. You go through the sundered chains where you see a group of devils have gathered for some sort of race, but you decide that's not worth your time. As I mentioned the word time, we are now down to 16 sessions left before those chains drag Elturel down into the Styx River, and everyone is gobbled up and destroyed.
Right about Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. That's right. So a little bit of a timer there. So decided you didn't have time to waste doing motorsports. You decided to push forward. You push forward and eventually come to a black lake, a lake of black ichor. And in the midst of that lake of black ichor, the spawning pools of Juiblex, I think is what I named this lake. And wading through the middle of that lake was a huge-ass giant, skeletal undead giant with some sort of stirring rod wading through the lake, kind of churning it up and around. But as you do that, you realize that, hey, they said something about if we gather some of that black ichor, it can give us a nice speed boost to your vehicles. And so Ruckus and Panlamir decide, well, let's go ahead and go fill up some of our vials with this black ichor. On the way to filling up the vials with the black ichor, as you cautiously approach, watching the giant to make sure he is not disturbed, parking close so that you can make a fast getaway if needed. And as you get close, you see a little girl, an innocent little girl, just sitting on the coast, playing in the dirt.
Quantum physics book.
That's pretty funny.
It's a great reference.
It's a deep reference.
So, do I order an apology? Because I wish you'd ease up on the back about it.
And so as they approach, there's this whole conversation, and she says, "You can get the ichor as long as you tell me a story that's true, stories about you. You can fill up your vials as much as you want. No harm will come to you." And that's where we left last week.
Did she say anything about us? Like we needed her permission in the first place?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it was fun watching how timid you all were to this little girl that was just sitting there playing in the dirt.
Sketchy girls with riddles are never.
It's not to be spooked.
It's
at,
never
for
a
sure.
good thing.
No, it's cute little kids.
Yeah, that talk real calm about stuff near dangerous things. Yeah, no. For sure, no.
Jeepers, mister.
Yeah.
You're really strong.
Who's going first?
You're ready.
Okay.
Tell me a story
You're
that's
closer.
true.
Okay.
Ignore her.
No,
Just go
No.
with her.
no, I'm going to tell her a story.
Dang,
So-
you got it typed out. Nice. Good on
I
you,
used the
man.
dictate button and just
Sweet.
viewed it.
Excellent.
So-
Listen.
Come here and sit next to me and tell me the story.
Okay.
Come sit. I caution you not to sit next to her.
Not right.
Arm's length.
There's
Arms
Yeah,
like this.
arms like
appropriate distance
That's 5
for
feet.
Five feet.
a child you don't know.
Outside of 5 feet.
Stranger danger. In reverse.
Yeah.
Do you have any candy?
I don't know yet.
South of the van with no windows.
So, some years ago, I was tasked to go to a village. The village was called Strothenberg. It had been raining there for 6 months straight in this village. It was ruining their crops, it was eroding their roads, it was making everyone miserable. And I was tasked to go there because I have some magic specializing in the weather. So I tried various spells to conjure wind and blow the clouds away, to make the sun come back, but they always were only temporary. It would work for a day, and then the next morning the rain would come back. And I realized, as I was trying to figure this out, that the rain clouds always came from the northeast, even though the prevailing winds in the region came from the west. So that was very unusual. So I followed where the clouds were coming from, and encountered a castle up on a hill. So I ventured to the castle and found living there was a young woman, and she was a wizard. And as I spoke to her and became friendly with her, I learned that she was very heartbroken. She had been married. She'd been married to a young man that she had grown up with. They had learned magic together. But then he had become obsessed with black magic, and it had corrupted him. He became obsessed with it and just just took off one day. So it left her heartbroken, living there by herself in isolation, and she, unknowingly, it was just her mood and her depression was conjuring these storm clouds, which then went down and rained on the village every day. As I got to know her, I was able to, lighten her mood, bring her out of the depression, and eventually we went down to the town together. And between the two of us, we used our magic to help repair some of the damage, get the crops going again, and such. And in fact, she became known to the townspeople and actually became very popular, especially with the kids there. And that camaraderie, love of the people of the town helped kind of fill her heart, fill back in where, repair her broken heart, and she basically became like the patron saint of the town. And so she's one of my favorite people, one of the most positive people I know. And in fact, I try to go back and see her every couple of years when I have the chance. And she has continued to study magic, and her magic has gotten stronger. And she's just a wonderful, positive, radiant person. And now that I think about it, maybe she could help me with a problem I've been dealing with. So, assuming we get out of Avernus someday, maybe it's time I go see her again.
And what might that problem be?
Well, that's exactly that's the intuitive question that she would ask. But first of all, before we go there, inspiration for the preparation.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right. But I do want two questions. Is it completely 100% true?
Yes.
Okay. Good. I want a performance check.
With advantage.
If he would like to use his inspiration on the roll, he can.
That would be a 23.
Yeah. So she's, as you tell the story, she's completely captivated, and she goes, "Let's see, did she look like this, or did his?"
Okay, wait. I have to conjure it, make up an image in my head of what she looks like. Okay. Did she look like this?
Or that.
And did her lover look like that?
What
Those two up.
Oh,
You probably never met her lover.
yeah. I never met her former husband, and I don't know if she had any pictures of him around. But no, that's not what she looks like.
No, she didn't look like that.
No. Fire is not her thing. It's more the weather and plants and the elements is more her vibe.
Oh, how about this? Oh,
Whoa.
that's not what that was. No, it changed on me. I don't know if you can't see that Archmage picture. That's a fun little. Oh, there. Did she look like this?
No. Maybe
No.
100 years from now she'll look like that, but
We're looking for a
No.
hello nurse type.
fair skinned, blonde hair.
Come on. I'm not a good typist, so often I hit caps lock instead of. Maybe like this.
You can
Or this?
Put the outfit on the right, on the woman on the left, and you're close. Not quite that scrawny, but yeah.
That's a great. So you said she could help you with a problem. What is this problem you have? Maybe I could help you.
Well, that's rather personal. I don't need to burden you with that.
Oh, please share.
And the trap is sprung.
Yeah. let's just say I made a.
I need you to roll a DC 18 intelligence check.
Wow.
I'm sure this is going to end really well for you.
Yeah.
No.
Intelligence. So is that intuition? Or
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Saving throw.
up here?
Saving throw.
Okay. Nope. I got 14.
Yeah, well, she with those, you see her eyes are wide and blinking. You are now charmed.
Hang on.
No, I'm not.
I have advantage against being charmed.
Okay.
But is that a 27? Yes, it is. Okay. Still didn't work.
Blinking at your eyes, Now you would hear this line, so you could see he was resistant, but then she battered her eyes at him.
I would have seen some magic.
No, you didn't see any.
Okay.
Nothing from her
just
anyway.
her.
Yeah. But he was obviously resistant, and now.
Initially resistant, but now you are completely.
So I just am going to spill my guts to her?
Oh yeah.
I know, so I know he doesn't want to tell anyone. Right? I know he doesn't want to tell anyone. Because he was mad that I knew.
Okay.
So
he begins this. Well, my problem. Then you start saying that, leading like you say you had an encounter with the dark god, and he is encouraged me, leading up to the fact, and you step in.
and I kick him right in the Achilles.
Out for the season.
No, that was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
You're at full hit points now.
Ow! Right?
Oh,
And she go, it's okay. You'll get your turn.
I think he's had enough of his turn.
Oh, I want to hear about his problem.
He doesn't have a problem.
Well, now I need you to make an intelligence check.
No, I'm going to go back and face the barrel.
I also have an advantage against being charmed.
Doesn't everyone?
And I remembered when it came up. That's the amazing thing.
Everybody has
Inspiration again! I remembered something about my character's abilities.
Oh, crap. I could have used the inspiration to try this. Well,
18 plus
18.
intelligence.
Everybody has
What'd you roll?
elf in them,
15
right?
is not enough.
Um,
Now you feel totally at ease telling her all your stories. Tell me more. Tell me. And then with him being charmed also, you would go into your entire story about...
no, I'm interested too.
So the deal I made with this dark god allows me to...
We don't need to repeat the whole story. The table knows it, right?
So does that count as she
Do I-
knows now?
Do all of our
But
viewers
she's
know
not
the
human.
story, though?
She's not human.
I feel like all of our wonderful viewers.
I guarantee every
Both
single
of them.
viewer that's watching right now knows. I feel fairly confident. Watching live.
Go back
Yeah.
and watch.
Yes, if you want to see the entire story, go back to episode blah, blah, blah.
Like a year and a half ago?
A year and a half ago,
yeah.
March of 2021, when we were in.
We just know the details. We do not know the minute detail of what the God told him there. We just know he's never actually. told us. We've seen him change, so we know that.
As we go back in the past, you might remember he had 2 dark gifts.
Yes.
You had an initial dark gift that wasn't so.
The wings.
Great, and then this one superseded it.
And then this one superseded it, and so it was a relief to get this curse, if it were, which wasn't a curse. at
There
first.
in the fine print.
You know, it was nice at the first, as so many of these wishes are, until the reality hits when you have to pay the price.
I mean, when you're not insane, you're basically invincible. But
Yeah.
the problem is,
But
Comes
I've
at a
got a
cost.
high interest rate.
Yeah, right.
Less invincible here, I'm afraid, in Avernus.
That's right.
As most attacks are magical. And she looks up at you with her big eyes. You wouldn't eat me, would you? Blink, 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 blink. And you know, honestly, you can say honestly, in all truth, you have no interest. For some reason, that bile in the back of your mouth saliva isn't being produced to eat her at all. So you can say
Either because I'm charmed or because she's not a human. Boy.
or because she looks like a little girl. I don't know.
one of those.
Eating children.
size, foot size.
Maybe you are into eating
When
children.
when I'm in frenzy mode, I wouldn't care.
And, you know, she crawls up on your lap and she looks, and you know, I can imagine you sitting on the ground, and she looks over to Panlamir and says, "Oh, you're a dark one. Tell me your stories."
Well, once I met this little girl, and whack.
So, I had once heard this boy. He was born of a bastard elven woman who was banished from her clan because she was fraternizing with humans too much. So isolated and denied elven enlightenment, he grew up bitter and angry at anyone who defended him, or who befriended him. Sorry. Seeking ways to strengthen and learn the secrets of the elves, he convinced and conned many humans and elves along the way whenever possible to gain their knowledge.
You're saying he, you mean I?
No, I said he.
All right, okay.
I said it's a story. She wanted a story.
A true story about you is what she asked for.
About me.
Yes.
She
I said
about
that.
me.
About you.
Well, I'm saying what I'm saying.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Whenever possible to gain their knowledge. Gaining a little money in the process, he sought out to bring elven knowledge to his own libraries by any means possible. Stealing by any means necessary, he learned the power of the elves really lies in the Fae. So he moved on to learning and subverting the Fae gods. In his crusade, he befriended a god with equal disdain for Fae, and they made a deal. After several years, he had gained the trust of the god and planned to betray the god. But the god betrayed him first. End of story.
And she goes, walks up to you and puts her hand in. How does that relate to you, Penlair?
It's an allegory for my life.
How so? You're charmed.
I am, and I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But I'm being deceitful. I can be deceitful.
So you want to be deceitful.
I'm not lying per se. I'm obfuscating.
Yeah.
How about that?
I'm trying to decide if
You're asking me if it's true. There's truth. There's a lot. It's mostly true. A lot of it's true. Not all of it.
Well, okay, so a charmed creature can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. The charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact socially with the creature. That's all it says.
all right.
So
yeah.
you're not compelled to tell them the truth.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm treating her friendly. I just don't want to give up my secret.
Yeah.
I don't want to give up my secret.
Now, by the same token, I don't disagree with that, but so it doesn't say he has to tell her the truth, but
She's asking
that's
in a
what
nice
she
way.
asked for. So we don't know if she has the capability of discerning or doing a
Give me
highly
a deception check.
to tell, because if she thinks, even if she thinks that he is, it could be a problem.
Okay, that's 11. Hey, come on. That's a natural one. Just for the record. Natural one.
And she goes, I would really like to know a story that's about you. That's real and true.
I wouldn't like to share such private things in mixed company.
Okay.
That's 100% true.
Yeah. But it also doesn't say. I made a promise to influence the creature to the two of you. That you could take as much ichor as you wanted,
Yeah.
as long as you told me something true about you.
I didn't know we were going to get something out of this, but we
Yeah.
Yeah, she
we
was
could
allowing.
we could get the Zicker anyways, right? It's just right there.
But I can't guarantee your safety. I don't know if I can.
You can guarantee our safety. You
I
little
can-
girl, you can guarantee our safety.
I have influence.
And the
I don't
demon
know.
morality.
I don't know.
10,000 followers.
I don't know if I can stave them off without these stories.
Well, we're very strong. I think we could do it.
Oh, just tell her something.
I did. I've told her plenty.
No, you didn't tell her anything.
You told her a story about an elf.
She wants
And I
something.
think it's an allegory
She was very clear.
of my life.
She told you very clear. She wants something true.
And I'm being as
And you rolled a natural 1 on your deception check.
So it's like, no, that wasn't about me.
Well, the story is true in the sense that I am that boy in many regards. Not all of this is true, but most of it is true.
Tell me something true about you.
I'm a half-elf.
A story. That was all very clear.
That part of the story is true of me. I was born the son of a bastard
So you, in the end,
woman.
you're just not going to do it.
I'm not going to give my life story.
You didn't have to. You just had to tell a story.
Right. So I was raised by a woman. I was bitter. I
So you
connived
do.
and
You don't have to make it up. But do you tell her a true story about you?
yes. The first half of this was true. The second half, that's all different. The Fae and the betraying of God, that's not. So I can
And
tell
she
you.
crawls back up and runs. I don't think I like your friend.
I told you a true story about me
I could tell.
and my friend.
I can tell. And as you're sitting here, you can sense the arcane. No? Give me an arcana check. Both of you.
14.
15.
Yeah, so first, a couple things. There's magic in the air. It's not necessarily coming directly from her. But you
From
can,
a toy horse.
you can sense that there's magics probing. And just like the charm is affecting you, that's not the only thing that's been affecting you. Meanwhile,
Well, just right over there.
coming, you guys wouldn't notice this, but walking up to the bike is a young human that looks somewhat familiar to
I was going to say, we know him.
Christiana.
Wait, Olak's here, or no?
Yeah. This is the other Olak.
There's other Olaks?
Yes.
This is the Olak Christiana remembers.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
The Olak that Christiana went to school with.
Wasn't he like cursed or something like that? And I forget this.
And he walks up and to the bike and says, I know you. Don't I know you?
You're not real.
And he walks up to the bike and reaches out his hand and touches you lightly. And you can,
she's kind of like.
you can feel the
Yeah.
warmth of his hand. Do I not feel real to you?
Okay, I wish this is one message would be really nice to have.
Yes, it would.
However,
You're
Call it a real Olak. Come in, real Olak.
Exactly.
so you're looking around.
Yeah, I'm like-
you're looking for.
Yeah.
Who are you looking for?
What is your name?
My name is Olak.
Well, we've already gotten Olaf.
What do you mean you already have an Olak?
And it should point towards the.
Other vehicle.
I guess how far away are we?
No, like from them,
Yeah, from them.
60 feet. I'm gonna measure.
Oh, it's 60 feet to the shore,
No,
right?
where-
Yeah, we said it was 60
And
feet.
how far are we from the other vehicle? From
Yeah,
from the.
this was So
Oh, that's
some-
right. We drove up.
Something
there.
short of
drove up
60
here.
feet, so it looks like another 60 feet
Okay, another 60 feet.
ish.
So that's within like yelling distance, right?
Yeah. So, let's see here. Who do we have here? We have other Olak. We have so the nature of, if we just consider these guys inside of there, we have Olak, who's probably standing behind whatever steering mechanism is there, pretending to drive. Maggie's not there.
Making making car noises.
And Golgark, the dragon's not there. So you're all kind of sitting in there, and Martello's probably saying, "Don't play with that."
How to figure out how it works?
You're gonna break something!
I probably disassembled the front dash trying to figure out how the steering wheel works.
What are you doing?
What if we need to get out of here fast?
Truly! You daft man.
Christiana would
I'm sure I can put it back together.
would call out for Olag.
I can fix this.
Olak, give me a perception.
30.
Why don't you each give me a perception check?
Everybody in the
The
yeah,
tormentor or whatever it is.
tormentor.
Which one? Perception.
Oh yeah, Olak. I should have made you do it with disadvantage, as you're probably heads underneath the dashboard.
Yep. Alright.
29.
You said perception?
Yeah.
Okay, you would definitely hear.
22.
Yeah, off in the distance somewhere you say, guys!
Olag!
Olak! Olak doesn't hear because his head's buried underneath the...
So Martello pokes near Olak.
No, leave me! Olak said, leave me alone. I'm just...
Christiana's calling for you, dude!
And...
Whacks his head on the.
And Olak is probably thinking, well, maybe she can help me figure out how this thing is put together.
Sounds important.
Yeah. Sounds important. It's like, okay, alright.
You look out the window, and from this distance, maybe his back's to you, but there's some dude in some armor. There's some humanoid talking to Christiana over by the bike.
With red hair and a beard and looks awful familiar.
And she would be asking questions that she thinks only a real Olak would know. Mm-hmm. And is
Yeah.
he answering them all?
And as you ask the questions, it's like she's reading your mind, that she can come up with the answers. I said she, it, her, him, Olak.
Okay.
Well, Olak on the right side of the screen will send a message. What do you want? I'm busy.
I have someone out here claiming to be you.
Again, you guys are all in the tormentor.
Seeming to be you. The old you.
What do you mean the old me? I'm the old me.
Not.
Pre-transformation.
Yeah, the pre-transformation.
That's happened like twice, I think.
Why would you shout to your friends?
Well,
How have you been?
Oh yeah, message is like mind to mind, right? So
And she goes,
Well, you
Christiana, are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
Catching up with an old friend.
Alright. Chloe, you wanna come with me here?
Okay.
I already have an Olak. I don't need a second Olak.
What do you mean you already have an Olak?
And you guys, Don't burn me. Is all I ask.
Don't burn me.
30-foot cone.
Aim to the right.
Yell duck.
It's not gonna burn anything.
Olak
I'm gonna
blowing.
freeze it.
Wait a minute. That's your first response to everything.
Right. Let's,
Right? I'm gonna breathe a cone of fire. That's literally the first one that you're turning
it used to be fireball. And then it got,
work in hell. Everything's impervious to fire. I'm very weak here. Let me tell you guys.
Yeah. We get it.
Okay, a dragon is not weak in any situation.
When everything it fights is impervious to fire, and your main weapon is fire, guess what?
You bite him.
You bite it with your,
You
5
swallow
to
them
10.
Oh,
whole.
That's your
Claw.
trick.
yeah, that's,
I can work on
Pick
it.
them
I
up,
can work
fly,
on it.
drop them 100 feet. and
Right into a lake of Ichor.
yeah.
Yeah. There you
That's
go.
a-
See, you have options.
So anyway, so Olak and I are coming over to your
And
fence.
so so he asks, you already have an Olak or whatever, and you just point to Olak right there.
That's Olak.
But once we're close enough for Olak 1 to see Olak 2 and recognize him, it's going to ask, like, are you sure you did everything correctly when you transformed me back?
Christian, I don't think was involved.
I
No,
th-
to Gloy. Talking to Gloy.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was Gloin the cleric. You're the one who.
helped him transform.
Yeah, he's asking Gloy, like, are you sure you got me?
He's scratching his head like, I don't remember doing that.
Remember this.
This is
There were
before
a
I
couple of
died.
leftover bits, but there was always leftover
You know,
bits. You know,
I've died and come back at least once since then.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, I came in the plains of hell.
That was a
as
lifetime
thank
ago.
It was.
To thank me?
It was actually like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but
More than that.
Yeah.
It's not been years.
Only like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
because it was on the sub ride to
Yeah.
what's the city?
Older? No,
So, was
Harvey?
Watergate.
Watergate. Yeah,
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep. So
I can't remember if was I casting spells. What was I doing?
it was like a ritual.
Yeah, we took you through a whole ritual.
series
You
of
spent
rituals.
you spent a week in that submarine doing stuff and
Googly googlies.
broke
I'm
the,
pretty sure that the transformation was complete, and this is a creation of something wicked comes this way.
If there was a way to detect that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Some way that clerics are known for.
Yeah.
While all this is happening, Martello, Lulu, what are you guys doing?
Staying inside, peering out the windows.
Well, we don't want anything to happen to our vehicle.
I mean, you're 60 feet away,
Yeah.
40 feet.
Carjackings happen in less than that.
Lock the doors. Open the windows.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just say no. We're gonna stay back and guard the car. That's
Well,
completely acceptable.
This is, I mean, again, Martello doesn't know much about
Let's just
any
say
of these folks.
Yeah, as you stand there and you're watching all this happen, you see a figure from the deep that's familiar. You can't really make out all the features, but it does look a lot like the old. You don't
Martello,
know.
you don't
You don't know this guy at all. All you
Yeah.
know is he's got the same orangish red hair that
Similar
coincidentally,
Right.
similar armor, similar hair as Olak, but you may not even notice that. But they're talking to some humanoid.
All right. So Martello, but I mean, I heard Cristiano go, "Hey!" So okay, that's a
Did you?
concern. I was I got the
Oh.
He
perception.
shouted out when all
No.
that specifically
Yes.
for
Yeah, absolutely.
So Martello's like,
Yeah.
So Martello will move normal movement.
You jump out of the tormentor.
But
Yep.
she also specifically didn't ask for everybody, right?
Right.
So, yeah.
Which is why I'm not coming all the way.
Good.
I'm gonna go.
We don't need the whole party charmed.
Right. I'm gonna move my normal movement, which is 30.
Well, you crawl out of the thing and you go a little ways. If you want to use your action to dash, fine.
I feel
But
like we're all gonna end up swimming in the Echo when this is all said and done.
Yeah. I would say if it's reasonable, being that the cab is here, swing me counterclockwise so I'm aligned to Lulu.
yeah.
Close enough. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know this guy from Adam. I just know that Christiana sounded concerned. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to make myself available, but I'm not going to go charging over there just yet. And let's see. There might be some merit in... Let's see. What's that do and how far does it reach? Oh, they're too far away. Okay. All right. Yep. That's
Okay.
it.
So, other Olak looks at you and says, "Oh, he is familiar."
Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot.
So, you found me.
No. I don't know who you are. That's Olak. So who are you?
I'm Olak. Christian, don't you remember me? We went to school together.
I went to school with him. And she would point to the real Olak.
Christiana, you didn't go to school with him. And you know that to be true. You know that the person you see, the visage, is not who you went to school with.
It is true. Didn't look like that when we were in school. But it's the same Olak.
I am the same Olak.
Okay. What can she do?
Insight check or
Insight. I assume it's all gonna pass, right?
well, yeah. Go. I mean, you can try. Let's see how well you roll.
I can't find anything in here about Claire. You'd think Claire could sense evil or something, but
There's
It's
this.
all evil.
There's
there's evil everywhere.
yeah. Well, fair enough.
I do
but-
have a 25 in passive perception.
no, there's a spell that is detect good and evil.
Oh, I don't have it.
Well, there's protection from good and evil.
Protection. Which
Yeah.
I think one of you guys. I think you had it, right, Christian?
At well,
I have too many
Lorne
precious
did.
spots for that.
Well, one of you cast it on me. Or no, it was Lulu. Lulu has protection.
now I do have divine sense, detect good and evil until the end of your turn. Location of any
Divine
celestial
sense.
fiend, undead, or whatever. But that's something it takes an action to do that. I haven't done that yet. But
Okay.
I do have that ability.
The girl.
I guess before we get to that,
Yeah.
Christiana rolled a 13 on insight. So I'm
Yeah.
assuming-
So, I mean, everything about this dude is what you remember of Olak.
But yeah, and that's why it's like looks like says the right things, but she logically she knows like
I mean, you've spent the last 2 weeks, months with this Olak
Right.
in close person.
and she saw Olak pre-transformation, so she knows about the before-after transformation. But she's like that's the Olak that
There's hot chips there.
I came here with.
There's chips there
So.
if you want.
She's sticking with the Olak she came to hell with, not the one she found in hell.
I'm gonna dance with the new roommate.
So the little girl crawls up on Ruckus's lap and says, I don't think I like him. And he says, she whispers, you can have all the ichor you want.
Well, thank you.
Get it.
I think, did we, before we walked over here, we got some
Vials.
Vials.
I think
I
it,
had a vial. You had 2.
I remember having 3 vials.
3
Okay.
vials.
Yeah, total. 2 for you, 1 for me.
Okay.
I'll give you mine if you start walking towards the acre.
Okay. Thank you. What is your name, little girl?
Oh,
I don't
my
know if
name?
we said that.
Olivia.
Well, Olivia, I appreciate your help, and I'm gonna go get some ichor, and then maybe you can tell me a story about you.
I can tell you a story.
Her name isn't like Zazzles, the Destroyer of Worlds or something.
Who said that? No, of course not. My name's not Zazzle, the Destroyer of Worlds.
Worlds.
Worlds. No. I wouldn't destroy the world. That's not me. No, certainly not me.
I'm gonna go get the ichor, and then I want to hear that story when I get back. And he will walk towards the ichor.
And what does Panlamir do?
Well, I wasn't welcome to go get some ichor, so
You.
I handed him my vial, and I'm gonna stay there, awkwardly looking at her.
Yeah, it's like. Good riddance. You need to learn to trust people.
Fair enough. If there were people.
Ruckus, you bend down and you push your vial, and it almost like avoids your vial at first until you scoop it up and then cork the top of it. It's almost like a living thing as you carefully fill up your 3 vials.
Okay.
And you go back to her and she says, well, once upon a time, there was a deo. Do you know what a deo is?
No.
It is, think of a genie. And the genie was in love with another genie and was courting her, but the other genie wasn't really interested, and because the other genie was interested in someone else. And like so many stories go, the original Deo, his name was Ralzala, and he became very bitter and wanted to get even with the female Deo and her companion. And so that Deo made a pact with Zariel. That if Zariel helped him get even and cast the spite on these two, that Ralzala would serve Zariel. And so that Zariel ended up helping him, and to this day, Ralzala serves Zariel as the keeper of the demon zapper.
Oh, the large.
Don't you like my story?
Yes, we do. Razul is the keeper.
Ralzala.
is the keeper of the demon zapper.
And between you and I, he's sick of it. He doesn't want to do it anymore.
How is there any way he could get out of it?
I don't know. You'll have to ask him.
Maybe he wants someone to replace him.
Ooh, that's a possibility. Could you replace him?
Nope.
Oh, that's too bad.
With an incredulous snark, I look at her and I say, well, how's this a story about you?
Touche.
I was the female, and I was cast off and thrown in this spawning pool, and my soul was converted into this existence that I am now, trapped here forever. My only solace is the stories that the travelers can share, such as you, Ruckus. Tell me more stories.
You're trapped here forever? There's no way for you to break this?
will you take me with you?
You want to
You
go
should-
to the Demon Zephyr?
Perhaps with... And then she looks up, and she goes into your ear, and she goes, I promised I'd protect you the best I can anyway. And she looks over your shoulder.
You said, what did
She
she say?
looks over your shoulder.
Yeah, before that, what did she say?
Protect you the best that she can.
She promised
Yeah.
to protect you.
And then now she's giving the stink eye to my friends?
No. She's looking off in the horizon.
Like maybe you
Oh.
should pay attention.
Like the giant coming towards us from the picture.
No, the giant's still off in the distance, wading
Which way
through
is she looking?
She's looking towards the Zapper?
over your shoulder to the south of the map. We have company.
The green dot.
Well, and I'm charmed by her, so I'd be like, yeah, you come along if you want.
Oh, that's a lot of something.
Oh, but
It's a fair amount.
Those skeletons,
down bone.
undead.
And she goes, the bones from the spawning pool are animated, and they collect the dead of the devils, and the flesh of their bones help feed Juiblex.
So they only care about the devils, or will they come after us too?
They're
Fuel for the fire.
their command, their purpose in life is to feed the Juiblex of living flesh.
Okay. And they're coming this way.
Yes.
Okay.
Take me with you.
We'll be back. Okay. Okay. Come on.
We are charmed.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, no, I'm,
Yeah, okay.
The real answer is there's only room for 2 on the motorcycle.
She's not real. She's a spirit, right?
No, she's very sitting on your lap,
Yeah.
touching.
She's small. She's small.
she's small. Throw her in the back of the car. Let's go.
Make a little what's it, halfling backpack.
Yeah. I don't know if we have a car seat for you, but we'll make it work.
And so she crawls up on your shoulders,
Yeah.
and she looks back at the lake and at the
Go by it. Hey, Olak. Hey, Olak.
What the?
No, I'm going to take her to the car.
who,
Yeah.
oh, you're taking her to the car.
Yeah, I'm not going to ride on the motorcycle with her on my shoulders.
So who's driving the
I
motorcycle?
drive the motorcycle.
You had the
Well,
you were proficient.
No, Cristiano was driving the motorcycle.
Oh.
Yeah.
all the time.
I was
Oh.
So I drive the car.
Yeah.
And I know I'm the other.
Yeah, you were
person
you were driving the
Okay.
the tournament,
And so you walk past here,
which could be a problem. She doesn't like you.
There's that.
I'll be like,
you just need to tell me something true and real.
I did tell you something true.
You
So
told
then-
me a half truth.
so then I'm walking by, I'm like,
Well, then
Hold
forget
on.
the second half.
Olak, riding the bike with Christiana. Olak, wait, what?
He looks at you. Yeah, he looks at, oh,
I grab my.
Ruckus, it's you.
Wait a minute.
Hi, it's been a while.
Insight. What does she look like? How is she responding?
So my first thing would be like, wait, when did you change? And then I look, and the other Olak's right there.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, go ahead and insight.
Roll better than the 13.
No, this he asked for it.
Yeah.
12.
I told you roll better than 13.
Yeah,
Had one job.
the best as you're studying both of them, the best you can see is they're not shocked or disturbed by each other. It's just another person. Maybe they catch eyes, but there's no tell there. And Ruckus,
So she's not
so
alarmed.
you say, Olak, you need to you need to ride with Christiana, and Olak kind of shrugs and says, okay, yeah, I'll ride with you, Christiana.
Hold up.
Where are we going?
And I would also tell them we got incoming from the south.
Well,
We either got to
they're undead, right?
either get ready to fight or haul ass out of here.
Do you not asking me, you're asking him. What do you see?
I mean, you draw my attention to them because
I said that we got incoming from the south.
And from this distance, you're quite a ways away.
I can fly, so if we get too crowded in the thing, I can change.
Okay.
Are they closing fast, or are they?
No,
Or are they just
no.
off?
I mean, there seems to be some sort of
They're gonna run
working
faster.
beast, skeletal version, pulling a wagon. So it's not necessarily fast. It's a walking pace.
Bring out your dad. Okay.
So I heard Ruckus, Panlamir, and the girl are all getting in the Tormentor.
Well, I'm at least putting her in the car. I don't know what we're.
Don't leave me. She will not. She will not want to be left.
Well, if we have to fight these things, I want you to stay in here. Or stay safe in here.
Oh, I thought you were going to leave.
I think we should leave. Better to evade than fight.
Who's driving this thing?
I am.
He's
Okay.
not nice, but he's not dumb either.
Well, then tell Hollyfunt and
Olak,
what's your name? Get in.
Martello.
Yeah, you look over and there's Gloin taking a leak.
So, well, what is Glenn's taking a leak? What is the real Olaf doing?
Which is the real Olak? We don't know.
Would the real Olak please stand up?
Well, Panlamir would know the Olak that he's familiar with.
Right. Who is that other guy?
Who is that other guy? Or, so you might ask that of Ruckus.
Ruckus said, "Hi, Olak. Hi, Olak. Wait a minute." But we gotta go.
So Ken, what is Olak Prime doing? I'm not even sure which one's Olak Prime.
Yeah.
The current Olak doing.
The green one.
I'm so confused. Probably. Wait, we're trying to run. Well, can I ride on your back? We run out of seats.
Sure.
You're not leaving me with this guy.
You let him hop on the bike?
Christiana would in a
Christiana jumped, or not Christiana. Olak jumped on when he was invited to by Ruckus.
Christiana, it's true, you did invite her. Christiana would not be on the motorcycle with.
So at that point, Christiana jumps off. But at the same point,
if Christiana was on there first, she wouldn't let him on.
how do you stop him from getting into the sidecar?
Actually, she was at the sidecar, but yeah.
How about
She was driving.
arrow shaft in his eye?
Yeah, there's plenty of ways. A knife.
Okay, so
Why would you do that to your friend?
Long time friend.
so
Shouldn't be here.
I need Christiana to make an intelligence
And
saving throw.
who's right over there?
Oh,
Is this against being charmed?
Yes.
Okay. I should hopefully pass this.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
29.
Yeah, you feel the tug of influence, and you resist it. And he just looks at you. Why are you being so resistant? We're such long friends.
See, you're trying to charm me now, and I know Olak doesn't charm people.
Really?
What'd you say, Ken?
You really know that for sure?
Well, Olak's never tried to charm Christian. Not magically.
Well, I'm starting to rep.
Didn't you hear your friends? They're incoming. Danger.
I don't know who you are.
I'm Olak.
You claim to be Olak.
I am Olak.
That's Olak. They're
Dancing around.
Martello
Your
did.
friend, your Ruckus, invited me to be in the car with you. Why won't you let me get in the? Ruckus obviously recognizes me.
damn it, Ruckus.
Ruckus said it. They went, wait, what?
Ruckus
But
didn't
then he
know.
just took off.
Ruckus is an idiot. Ruckus didn't know what he was saying.
Well, he's a charmer, but
And an idiot, yes.
I don't remember him being an idiot.
How come I can't move myself?
Oh, I pretty much agree with that. Okay, Mike.
I would even move to go get them once Martello's on. He said he was going to jump on.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm not able to.
I guess can be, but what are you doing in all
What?
this? Like, are you just
I was
like
trying to move
standing
my
there
token
like
into the vehicle.
slack
He's already
jawed,
in the
or
vehicle and you don't have access.
The problem is
Basically.
the problem is the
So
layers.
like John, and I would have been like circling around investigating him as best I can before he tried to get in the vehicle.
Okay, all right. So he's circling around and he looks at you. He looks. You're familiar. Do I know you?
I'm pretty sure you're a fake me.
But you are a sexy bitch.
Wes.
I'll take some.
It's time. I'll take it.
Sure.
And you guys circle each other. I'm picturing the Spider-Man classic cartoon where you're pointing at each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he says, how did you get here? How? And the question isn't really the logistics. It is more of what circumstances led you to be like you are now. Thank you.
Something to do with bounty hunting,
Thank you.
a beholder, having a fake life that looks a lot like how you look now, and then having a cleric turn me back.
All right.
How did you end up like you?
And he kind of looks at his feet and he says, so much is murky. Is it? Trying to find out there. Good. So much is murky. My memories only go back so far. I was on an adventure with some companions like Ruckus and Christiana and many of these people, and then we were under sea, and then at some point I ended up here.
Wow.
Above the
You
table.
banished the real Olak.
Does that,
Got a feeling that.
does that mean they know Ruckus' secret?
Stop it!
You're the real Olak. You know the secret.
I mean, didn't your number of people randomly go up by one right around that time?
I don't know. Is there a tattoo on my wrist or something? That ding!
Another movie reference.
Lloyd, you're gonna voice some opinions here?
Am I what?
Gonna voice
So,
some
Lloyd,
opinions. You
let-
were pretty instrumental in this whole thing.
He'd like you to weigh in on the double Olak conundrum.
What sword does he have?
No, I don't think this is a real Warlock or anything close.
The one that you had in the submarine and on the island and before.
Okay. Wondering if I could catch him in a lie. Lloyd, did you make me a fake Warlock and banish the real one here?
I don't think so.
It's a lot, and original Olak says, "This is a lot of talk when we have incoming."
I would be like pulling over to pick up Lloyd at this point.
So you're in the Tormentor, and you go,
We've picked up Martello and moved on.
and you're starting to take off.
Yeah, we're like, we gotta get out of here. They're right behind us.
And he looks at you and says, "You're just gonna leave me here?"
Who are you?
I'm Olak.
You didn't come with that. You're not Olak. That's Olak.
I don't know you.
That's right, because you're not Olak.
Wait, what? That's old Olak. All right.
Old Olak. What?
Okay, old Olak.
Yeah?
Tell us, or especially Christiana, something.
Christiana had been quizzing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
tell her something that only the two of you would know.
Make it quick.
First year Arcanics, we had Wizard Quizabelle as our professor. And it's absolutely true.
And the real Olak and Christiana would be like, yeah.
Where did we just come from?
That's obvious. Everyone has it.
And it's like, I don't know.
Hold on. I'll look to the other one.
So
Where did we just come from? Ken? Where did we just come from?
Sticky and
So yeah,
True.
So in my mind, it wasn't verbal. In the times when you're telling stories, you told them the story of how you got here, right? You came on that would have been part of the little girl, not him. You told the little girl the story about how you came, the whole story with Dragon Queen, and that was your story. Okay. Right, and you land in El Terrell and the search for this sword, and you're on your way to the demon zapper, and that's when she was prompted to tell tell her a story, so she told you this story, right? Okay. So
this is how they know. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying Olak, original Olak, questionable Olak. He's going to say he doesn't know how you got here.
Or how he got there.
All I know is that I woke up in the 9 hells.
Well, we need to make a decision whether we take him now or not.
Do you want to take him in the tormentor?
Yes, we can if you're cool with it.
Yeah.
Well, can we carry that much now? Because now we're adding yet another person. I mean, I'm going to call him. Our Olak is riding on
But it's true that
Rolgark. And
There's 4 can be in the Tormentor.
4 can be in the tormentor.
Two
Our Olaf can ride with me on the motorcycle. I don't know this, who or what this.
Oh, so we don't have room for him in there?
Hey, put the handcuffs on. If you don't trust him, put the handcuffs on.
It's the handcuffs. It might work. It's worth trying. The handcuffs, though, are really for where
Just wear it, beasts.
creatures. I think is how we. Have.
I think we said shapeshifters.
Oh, you might be right. Actually.
Okay, so if
he just opened the door. Walk through it, please.
I don't see how this could have happened. Perhaps there was a fragment of a part of his spirit that was in the thing that he was, the shape.
The point is, we don't have a time for a long discussion.
yeah, okay. So
Really?
you can fly, right?
Yeah.
Can Lulu fly and keep up?
Yes.
I can also turn undead.
And as can I.
I wrote it pretty thoroughly.
Okay, okay. You know what? Old Gloin wants to come with. He's riding dragon. The rest of us get in the car. Let's go.
Old Olak wants to come with. He's riding dragon.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Gloin. I remember you.
Okay.
Or Gloin's grabbing him or something. Whatever.
Yeah.
You were
I'm in my
smarter
mouth.
then.
You narrowly survived, blah, blah, blah. I'm just not remembering. He tells you the...
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
All right, you take questionable Olak and
We'll try the manacles later.
Olivia, and you zoom away.
What could go wrong?
Oh boy.
Picked up a couple hitchhikers.
Yeah, if we hadn't spent so much time talking, we could have put the souped up Icar in here to get us super fast. Well, too late for that now.
No.
He has the.
I have.
I know. I'm saying, had we not thinked around this long,
Yeah.
we would have had
They're-
time to open the tank
yeah,
and
the-
put some in.
and-
but
and-
now they're on our butts.
They're-
It's time to go.
It's time to go.
We'll
As you
try the Icker later.
You're gonna run, you want me to turn them? We can try and turn them, I guess.
So Olak has questionable Olak and Grolgark, right? Because Gloin you've turned into Grolgark. Yes?
Yes.
And you pick up questionable Olak and you start flying.
Oh, well, that's gonna be fun.
And you continue on in the path of following the coast of the spawning pools of Juiblex. And is Ruckus driving?
No.
No.
Can you take the?
So-
Handlemere is.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the two of us.
Yeah. So Olivia goes to Ruckus and says, almost in a nervous, can you go a little faster or get away from the lake?
Get away from the lake.
And she looks back to the lake, and you see the giant is plodding toward the coast.
I thought you were keeping us safe from the giant.
I was, but you said you would take me away from all this.
Spoken like a true.
Now you kidnapped a little girl,
From her protector giant.
and its dad is looking for her.
Okay.
They'll never catch us if we just keep moving around the
Drive
coast.
away from the coast. The giant's coming for us now.
What did you do?
Can the giant leave the coast?
Well,
Guess we're going to find out.
Let's not find out.
Well, she might know.
Oh, ask her. Can he come out of the water? Out of Icker?
I guess I've never seen him leave, so I don't really know. I
But he's
don't
never
want to
had
find
paws.
out. and he can splash that ichor a long way.
Uh-oh.
Drive away from the coast. Christiana!
I mean,
Maybe
yeah,
a couple thousand feet.
if Christiana sees them veer off, she would definitely follow.
Yeah. I mean, as you peel away, the skeletons were absolutely on foot. They have no means of staying up with you. And you look at the giant, and he's just like winding up as you pull away from the coast. And you can sense the nervousness of Olivia. And,
What,
Even
you
at
want to go
1,000
back?
feet off the coast.
well, she's just keeps looking back at the coast. No, I don't want to go back.
All right.
You don't want to go back, do you?
No.
Yeah,
I'm not sure you really want to come with us.
you could save me from all this.
Well, it's going to get more dangerous before it gets safer. We've gotten you out of immediate danger. This is your chance to make your own.
So
path.
you make your way north as we jump to
Maybe I didn't understand the story completely that she told, but is she a friend to Azrael or
No.
Zariel.
Zarya? Sorry.
So the Deo at the Demon Zapper was
Pursuing her.
pursuing her, who had interest in somebody else, and so this Deo, Ralzala, got bitter and had Zariel take care of those. Apparently, she got thrown in the lake.
So why does she want to go back to him?
She doesn't.
She
wants
doesn't.
to
She
escape.
wants to
She just
escape the
belongs to the
lake.
rock.
She just wants to get away from the lake. Okay.
So that's the thing we have to be prepared for, because bringing her to Rosala, which is where we're headed, is
Right.
only going to honk him off, right? Or maybe it could play to our hand. Maybe
We
she
hand her over to him.
possibly, but
Yeah. But
worst case, we have to be prepared. We have to be prepared for him to be angry.
It could be. Well, yeah.
Okay.
I'm charmed by her, so I'm going along with it.
So
You know?
how are you going to respond when you see?
How long do you
Rosala?
guys have to?
You
get
ask
another
as you
roll
drive?
later?
I don't know.
Well, we're going to the Zapper.
Yeah. How long am I charmed by this?
I would tell her we were going to the Zapper.
So maybe the charm is worn off, but she is very charismatic. Like as charismatic as you, if not better. All right, and she has this like mental connection. You two have connected on a very cerebral mental connection.
All right.
As you do with so many women. Or things presenting themselves as women.
So I'll point to that thing and say, that's where we're going. And she knows what it is.
At least, yeah, we told
If
her
you call it
that's
the zapper, I don't know if that's...
She told us that's where we're going.
I mean, that's what Lulu told us was. Yeah.
It's been a long time. And I don't know how he'll react. Maybe I'll stay in the car. In the vehicle. As she looks over his shoulder, just making sure that nothing's pursuing her from the lake. I need Panlamir to roll 2d4.
Two ones.
Two ones.
Oh no. And so it begins.
So you veer off 1,000 feet over a hill beyond the Black Ichor, and you've been driving for 10, 15, 20 minutes, and a new lake appears, a red lake. The fluid in the lake looks a lot like the river Styx.
I didn't realize that's where we're going.
We made such a loop around, we got close to this lake.
Yeah.
What was it called?
Tower.
Tower of Urn.
Tower of Urn. Where'd it go?
Sounds like a lot like
Here it is.
Maybe it's a gas station.
An iron tower rises atop an island on a lake of boiling blood.
Nice.
No windows penetrate the tower's walls, and its only visible door opens onto a high balcony. Red lightning crackles constantly between two horns of metal on the tower's roof. Somebody scored.
It's only probably saying the game's about to start.
So you see this tower. And you know this is not what you had meant to go to.
Yeah. So left turn.
Well,
Away
yeah.
from the lake, yeah.
Away from that. I don't know what that is. Stranger danger. I didn't think 1,000 feet would bring us so far on the...
Well,
I didn't either.
well, you see
Well,
in the
minutes
distance,
passed, and you were kind of frantically running away, and you kind of got off your path. So you, out of sight of the lake to follow, and the contours of the land took you in wrong directions.
Great.
And
We know we're in the wrong direction, so course correction.
Left.
Yeah.
Away from this lake.
Take that left out.
Can we still see the zapper?
so no, you cannot see that. This is what you see. The lake appears in front of you, and you see the tower, and you get the description, and you know it's not right. So you decide to circle back. Let's roll.
This is the wrong bug zapper.
Yeah, you've gone 3 hours out of your way. So who's keeping track of our?
What?
Maybe now's the time to pour in some liquor.
Yeah, I guess if you think it's okay to stop here.
So the Ichor is a valve and right in the cabin. You can just
Oh, okay.
pop it open.
Well,
pour it.
but we need to give them
Or
some
right
tube
on
to
the
keep
front
up.
of the motorcycle.
Liquid Schwartz. No.
But is this really the time to do that? I mean, to me, that's more of a
Out in the middle of nowhere thing.
or like nitrous we're being pursued thing.
Oh, okay.
by
This
some
is
guy.
not
Okay.
gas. It is nitrous. It is a speed boost A temporary speed boost is what you've collected.
Oh, okay, well then,
You know,
We just lost 3 hours.
but okay.
well,
Yeah, but we can look up what that speed boost is again.
But the coin gets us like 8
right.
or something.
Yeah, something like that.
We got a couple coins in reserve too, right?
Right. That's where I'm just like, I don't know if that's the.
No, it's, we didn't want we wanted to get away from the coast road, and this
Right.
we landed on
No,
the other
that's-
road,
And that's
this is
fine.
where
I'm
it
not.
took us.
I'm not
good
begrudging
logic.
that at all. I'm just saying. I think we need to be judicious with the application of the Icar.
Sure.
3 hours out of the way or not. I mean, I don't know how long the Icar boost lasts, but my gut says that's not.
Yeah, that's
I have
it.
a feeling we'll have opportunities to get more Icar
What coins?
or more.
I was just looking for that.
It's just a random murder away.
Demon murder.
One can help.
Anyway, all right. So you course correct, and you head back and give me another 2d4.
Does it have to be me?
Yes, you're driving. You're
Oh
leading.
no. There we go. Spot on.
All right.
Or goes by doubles.
It goes by
Or you
doubles.
stop to ask for directions.
So the rule here is
Yeah.
if you get doubles, you don't go where you intend to go.
Oh, oops.
Okay. Where are we going next? Let's see here.
You stop and ask for directions. No, I totally
No, I know exactly where I'm going.
Let's go to the Arches of
Don't make me
Ula.
turn this thing around.
Yeah. I bet if you let me drive, we wouldn't be in this mess.
3 more hours. How's your gas level doing?
That's 6 hours.
6 hours out of the way. You've been on the road.
Well, where the hell are we now?
We're gonna end up walking.
And Lulu is exhausted. After an hour of driving, she fell down on top of the tormentor. I can't fly anymore, boss. All right.
She's riding on the hood or something.
But Gloin is still flying, right?
Yeah.
You'd be able to see what the direction we want
6
to go,
hours.
don't
It's
you?
not 8.
You can't see the
You guys aren't paying any attention to me.
I guess not. Because we.
The thing is, it's like a desert. You see so far, and then the waves of heat distort what you can see.
Okay.
So we're in the Arches of Ulok. Ulok.
Is that your cousin?
Yeah, and we meet a third.
Let's see here.
Just what we did.
Another one.
I didn't like too. I'm a robot. What?
No, I didn't have a good picture. But we can read the 2 ornate black arches dominate the scorched landscape for miles, each one rising 200 feet into the steamingly hot air. Each inch of stonework is engraved with images of devils waging war against demons.
Wow.
So I think we're lost, guys.
I'm up near. It's that way.
Roll me 2d4s.
Oh.
Must I?
Yes.
Yes, you're trying to navigate, so yes.
It's almost like this plane is confounding you.
A 2 and a 4.
Yeah, you point in the general direction.
It's been 6 hours. Do you need a break?
He's like, I've been
I mean, you-
your attention for the last 4 hours. It's that way.
After driving 3 hours and seeing the arches, you realize that those arches are not the demon zappy you're looking for. And
I feel like there's a lot of really good thermals for dragons to ride in Avernus.
you land and you talk about it, and he says, I could have swore it's back over there, guys. He points, and let's see how long it takes you. Another 2 hours. After another 2 hours headed in the direction following the dragon's lead, you finally see the demon zapper in your horizon. I want that too.
Right?
Yeah, so how's your gas level doing?
It's
A
not.
coin is 8
That's
hours,
8,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's 8. So
Where-
we're sputter.
Did it end right when you got there or before you got there?
Wherever 2 hours gets us.
So the math added up perfect? Because I didn't
You
do
did,
the math.
well, you did 3,
8
3, and 2, but how long did we drive before? All that?
Exactly.
Fair question.
And you said the motorcycle goes
Got better.
twice as far.
Twice as far. That's right.
So I wasn't. I don't.
But we had
track,
a couple, at least 2 or 4 extra coins. I thought.
Oh, yeah.
You had 2 extra coins.
Well, we had.
I remember
Well-
you having 2 extra coins.
Well, we started with 3.
And then we got.
And then you got another one.
Got another
And
one.
then, so we put 2 of them in the vehicles,
Okay.
right?
2 of 2.
So we're
At
sitting
the
on,
river.
yeah, 2 spares.
That's where we started, right? So what was it from the river to where we met the little girl?
It's in your notes, right? I would hope.
Long rest at the bunkhouse. Okay, so we drove for 2 hours previously. So realistically, we petered out at the second set of 3.
At the Archers.
At the Archers of Ulok.
Well, the car does. You said
Oh
the
no,
bike goes twice.
we're
as
in
far.
worse shape than that, kids.
Oh.
Long rest at the bunkhouse. Drivers. We drive for 2 hours, and then we did a driver's check, and 2 hours passed longer than expected to get past the chains. So that's 4 hours in. So realistically, we're
Halfway between
somewhere between
Erm and Ulok.
between the Ulm and the
So
What's-
an hour after the tower
right,
Yeah.
is when the car ran out of juice. We would have had to put another coin in.
right.
And then how far into this one are you?
And then how far down to the zapper was another
We said
hold
3,
on.
3, and 2.
2. Okay, so we're
Since the
4,
lake, you've gone
Yeah.
3, 3, and 2.
okay, we are 4 hours into our second coin on the car.
So you're at half tank
Yes,
of the coin that's in there. You have 1 out still. Where's the bike
and the bike
at?
has gone through 3/4 because he said he went twice as far.
Right.
So it's at a quarter of its juice.
So we're not getting back.
We need some more coins.
Well, if we don't get
Well,
lost on
and
the
we-
Yeah, we might go a little more direct if we go, but
And we passed every opportunity that Dave has given us to earn more soul coins.
potentially.
Yeah, I drove you by 2 different structures and you chose not to investigate.
That is true.
And the
Not to
race,
mention the Sunner chains.
and the chains and the race and the docks.
I would say that maybe we would have recalculated knowing that we were going to come up short in the long run. When we were
Well, and
refilled.
I guess I'll push back a little bit on this notion of not investigating the towers. It wasn't even. It was sort of the way that was presented was, you drove to this thing and you see this thing. To me, it was not. It was not presented as an opportunity to investigate a tower.
It, though.
The first tower's out in the middle of a boiling lake of blood. How are you going to investigate it?
Yeah. It did not seem like a friendly place.
In the boiling lake of blood or next to it?
It was on it. It was on an island on the boiling lake of blood.
Anything I describe,
It's going to be terrible.
you can have the opportunity to ask follow-up questions and do investigation.
Right.
I think that should be understood.
Yes.
So if you choose not to do any further inquiries and you say you go on to the next,
I would have said go on to the next either way.
Yes.
Right.
But I would have said, well, we need to find resources because we're going to come up short with the vehicle.
At the tower or the arches?
I would say we need to investigate the arches because that's our closest source to new resources.
I don't even know if there's any
So
resource.
if you're willing to let us back up and
Like you don't pass an oasis just because you're not thirsty.
go back to the
Right?
arches.
You get water because you don't know when you're going to.
you want to go back to the arches?
Yeah, but how do you get these coins? They're not just going to be laying somewhere.
Are we going to resolve the fact that we have 2 Olaks? or just, you know,
I can
No,
drop.
I think
I
that's
can
just
drop
gonna-
the one.
That's been your
Yeah.
problem up to now. The last 4
I'm
hours.
carrying the old one. I can drop him anytime you want.
well, we don't know what. I mean, we wouldn't know, right? If you wanted to, like, you know, go up a thermal and, you know, like,
That's cool.
see how fast he drops, you know.
The two of you are reminiscing up there.
Do a barrel roll.
Old times.
There's no way you're who you say you are. You are not who you say you are.
We don't know, and I'm sure you would recognize this as well. We don't know who this is.
What are they girl for that?
All you know is
Or the girl, you know.
identically resembles what you remember of Olak,
Yeah.
and he seems to have the memories of that Olak, at least up until his transformation.
You're a creation of some god. Sent to deceive.
A deceiver god?
Yeah. Aren't they all?
Don't you worship a bunch of gods?
Yeah, aren't you a cleric?
What?
Yeah. Something like that.
Somewhere in the distance, you hear a rumbling in the sky.
I've made deals with the devil.
Couple flashes of
but
lightning.
Not,
No, not you
What
guys.
did-
my feeling is, my vote is to stop at Ulak
Wouldn't
and see if
this
there's
make
something we can.
wouldn't this make him a fallen cleric?
Yeah.
Since he's literally in hell.
I've been kind of deceived a lot, so yeah.
I'm pretty sure I know somebody who would give you a great deal on some power.
Yeah.
Have I got a deal for you?
I've got some lakefront property.
Just
to sell.
sign this piece of paper right here.
Yeah.
Everything you ever wanted.
On the map, there's a little quote line underneath the description of Arches of Ulak. Says, only fools step through Ulak's gates. They lead to nowhere. They lead to nowhere a wise person wants to go. Dash the cartographer. Two ornate black arches dominate the scorched landscape for miles, each one rising 200 feet into the stifling hot air. Each inch of stonework is engraved with images of devils waging war against demons.
Good thing we're not wise people.
Yeah.
Olivia, do you know anything about this place?
I've never left the lake.
Okay. So we're gonna check this out and hope there's an opportunity to find some coins.
Hey, who knows? Maybe we'll get bamfed somewhere good.
Did you not hear what he just said?
Well, we don't know that.
Even a cartographer doesn't think
That's
you should
what
go
the
there.
map says. So
Oh,
we
maybe
would,
it's
we
from
would
the
know
maps.
that. Yeah.
oh, there it's right on the map.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
But that's
that's
just
what
the
I
map.
said.
That's right on the map.
Yeah,
It
it's
says
right on
that.
the map. It doesn't
Well, then
lead
why are we
to
stopping?
anywhere that.
Do not step.
A wise
through the
man would
arches.
want to go. Is that what it says?
Yeah. Well, it says right there. So.
I'm just suggesting it. As a driver, if we run out of resources
no,
in the
that's
middle of
not-
nowhere, we're definitely walking in.
That's
We've
not
lost
the
our vehicles.
inscription. But
We don't at least stop and look around.
So okay, so scorched landscape for miles. Two big arches sticking up.
Do not go to the arches.
Okay, so don't go between them. But what else? I mean, is there any?
So help me out with. You are approaching this. Where are we?
I guess that's where I thought we would be.
So you were trying to escape the Icker Lake. You ended up at the Blood Lake with the tower.
Left turn.
Left turn,
But-
overshot it,
yeah, it's over back that way, and we.
and then you ended up at the arches. And you see those off in the distance. Is that where this is where we're debating, right? This is where, so you've parked up off in the distance, you see these arches, and you're kind of, damn it, that's still not the demon zapper we're looking for. And now we're having this discussion.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. And what's our fuel situation?
Not good.
What is our exact fuel situation?
The tormentor is empty. That is at half tank.
Yeah.
And you're contemplating what to do
And
next.
now we're
We've
trying.
already.
If
Wait.
we keep going with the coins that we have and no more coins, then we're gonna come up empty by the time we get
And then
to.
Christiana gets off the bike, and she just happens to find a soul coin on the ground. Right?
Did we say that it Okay, it ran out just as we got here, or we'd already put another one in?
Never know.
Well, we're gonna have to put another one in to keep going.
How far away from the arches are you?
An hour
I don't think you could see it an hour
or
away.
2 hours.
I don't think you could see the arches from 2 hours away.
Okay, well that's where we run out. An hour
No.
after we leave the urn.
Hold up.
No.
Christiana's the number.
We went 4 hours before we started this escapade, right?
To where
Last
Main
session,
location.
last session we went through 2 sets of 2 hours.
4 hours, and then we picked up Olivia.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, so
3 hours.
3 hours later,
7 hours total.
We were at.
we got to the island. That's 7 hours.
7 hours. 1 hour out of the there
Past that.
towards.
It would have run out, and we would have had to put another coin in.
So 2 hours outside of Ulak. 1 hour past.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just in the middle of
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
So
Desert
it runs out,
dunes,
so we put another coin
hot
in.
fire.
So we could, with that second coin, we could make it all the way to the arches. It's a matter
Minus
of-
2.
If
2
we don't
hours.
get lost.
Which we already did that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
We are lost. That's why we're at the arches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So we're 2 hours into.
The
Coin
second
two.
coin 2.
Second coin.
Yeah.
2 hours into coin 2, you see these arches. Off in the distance, they have some strange markings on it. And you have the opportunity to go investigate if you would like more information. Or the dragon says, I think it's that way, guys. And he seems pretty confident.
Are you going to listen to the dragon or are you going to listen to me?
The dragon.
I'm hurt.
And I thought we were
You've
gonna-
got us to haunted McDonald's.
and
nothing gold about these
Olivia's
arches.
like, I'm sorry.
What did the map say? I'm sure we looked at the map with the tower. What did the map say about the tower?
Yeah.
Not that we're going back there, but
Yeah,
just
yeah.
curious.
Tower.
If there's 100 gold coins
So-
in the tower.
I'll read the cartographer does have a little sentence next to it. It says, "A tower tumbles between planes on the whims of a mad mage. Where it goes next, nobody knows."
yeah, no, that's just asking it.
And then the description: an iron tower rises atop an island on a lake of boiling blood. No windows penetrate the tower's walls, and its only visible door opens onto a high balcony. Red lightning cackles constantly between 2 horns of metal on the tower's roof.
Cristiano would have said, "What do you mean you don't want to go in there? It's
Inside
really
the tower
exciting."
is the Kroll glaive. Right? That castle moved every day.
Or Dracula's castle in.
Oh, yeah, there was another one.
Well, even if you wanted to investigate Erm, it's on an island in the middle of the boiling blood lake.
Yeah.
A dragon can get there. A flying elephant might be able to get there. We have a number of ways to fly
The
there.
flying dragon is not interested in going there.
Maybe there's a ship. If you investigate the coast, maybe you'd find a way that way. I don't know. You guys are adventurers. You're very ingenuitive.
Ingenuities. We are.
Ingenious. You're very ingenious.
We're real smart. Actually, we are quite. Christiana is very intelligent. She's not wise, but she's intelligent.
So, 2 hours in the coin, you see the arches. The dragon says it's that away. What do you do?
The dragon is very wise, and the wise dragon says, we don't want to go to any of these places.
I mean,
No curiosity,
There's no
huh?
purpose here.
Save that we're already into our second
it's
coin for
it's true of
for one of
Avernus
our
in general.
vehicles.
I
No
feel.
one walk.
You also have to wonder, why is it even in the book?
Seriously, though, we need resources. How many
It does
places
sound like
have we
an
come
interesting
across in
place.
the last 7 hours?
Where do you see
One.
resources?
What's in there? Bound to have something bad, but there'll be something we can get out of it, too. There's a reason why there's
It'll be
something
like
there.
10-minute
There's
adventure
something
in
there.
and out.
Whereas I
Laying
pick
on
up the
ground.
sand and I go, nothing.
The map already tells you that if you go through the arches, you're going to go to somewhere that you don't want to go.
Oh, I don't want to be here.
Right, we're already in Avernus.
Yeah, but do we want to go down 5 rungs? I mean,
I agree. I don't know if
we
this
could
is a
get
good plan.
bamfed deeper.
We're not desperate. We could move on. but
We'll be desperate soon.
Soon
Maybe
enough.
So you're,
maybe
you
the
want to
demon
go
zapper
through the
has.
arches.
want isn't the right word, but I think we need to explore.
5.
I'll wait here
Four.
for you.
Okay.
So
Is it? Is
Does
there
anybody else
enough?
want to? I mean, I'm on the Tormentor, so whoever
Is
else
there
is on
enough
the ride,
space
so-
for a motorcycle to drive through the arches?
absolutely,
Okay.
you feel like the tormentor could go through the arch.
Yeah. So Cristiano will start driving towards it.
And who's with you?
Olak.
Other Olak.
Real Olak.
Wait, real Olaf, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He
right.
has the-
Fake Olak is
Oh, with
hopefully,
with glowing.
maybe, hopefully not. Still with glowing.
Wow. Okay. Split the party.
Fantastic. Well, so you start driving. Maybe it's a half mile out in the distance, right? You can see it there, and so
two sphinxes.
Christiana and Olak drive near it. You keep driving and driving, and you get within 100 feet of it. And when a creature approaches within 100 feet, the stonework emits a loud, resonant hum that grows louder and higher in pitch as you draw closer.
Hold on.
I mean, we realize this is a terrible idea, right?
They're all terrible ideas.
Yes, exactly.
As you get closer, you can start to make out the images on the side of the stonework. You can see that there's pictures, murals on the iron stonework. You can see that there's an arch that is almost beckoning you to drive through.
Well, it's absolutely back to me now.
I'm probably like 30, 60 feet behind him.
On the Tormentor, everyone's screaming at you to stop.
Yeah, well, so I'll stop when he stops.
Well, he hasn't stopped.
Christiana's stopping.
Oh, well,
I assume Olak is also yelling to stop, right?
maybe I'll slip because I'm sure we can hear it.
No, Olaf's very calm. He's
Okay.
just, making sure you are aware of how bad idea this is.
Oh yeah.
I'll stop because I hear this increasing sound.
And they look at each other, Thelma and Louise. There it is. And a little jump in there.
Yes.
Both wheels leave the ground. They go through the arch, and as you go through the arch, it erupts in flames, and you
awesome.
pass through the flames,
Evil can evil stuff.
and you roll a d20.
I missed it. It was
Oh, it's actually a
compelled to
d30.
do that,
So
or
can
she
you
just
do that
did
in
it 'cause
script?
she-
And right
I
about
think you just
now,
do it.
Luke and
You'll have
Bo
to roll
realize
for
they
it.
made
I
a
think you
mistake.
can just type in a
It's a D30. So.
1d30.
Alright, I got it.
Commercial.
I think I can just do that.
Well, 21.
21.
21.
What was that? 30? Oh.
You
It
did
was a
something
D30.
weird. It didn't roll it. It
How's
said,
that work?
It did.
It was on there.
"Oh yeah. Oh you. Oh.
I don't know what it did with the screen and why it did that.
Because you rolled it as the "You are here"
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
sign.
Okay.
Both of us rolled something.
And it's a D30. Why is it?
So what did
how do you roll
Ken?
it?
Did you roll as well?
I typed in the
Oh, you
formula.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's only one result though. So only one of you guys
Well,
got.
I'm going with 21.
So did you want us both to roll?
No.
Oh, okay. We just need one roll.
Yeah, just
okay.
need one roll.
Sounds
And they disappear. You saw them fly up through the wind and as they're passing through, a veil, a curtain of fire, and as they
Disney's
through.
show.
Yeah.
And just a moment later,
Amazing.
the fire disappears, and all you can see is the blazing horizon behind it, and they're gone.
Well, that sucks.
Wow. Okay, show's over, folks. Let's go.
Looks like it's going to be an early night.
Well, the good news is we don't have to share the coins.
How do we know she didn't have one on her?
The bad news is, did you have them? Who had the
I
coins?
don't.
Think so. I think.
No, you gave Christiana one.
Right.
I think I did.
Yeah, you
Motorcycle.
gave the one. No, the one that you got.
Yeah.
You didn't tell us where you got it from, but you gave that one to
So
Christiana.
the one extra you had left was in Christiana's possession.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
They're probably going to need it.
And you
gave
have
her the one to start with.
Yeah.
6 hours left on your remaining coin.
Turn the engine off while we're sitting here.
The dragon says, I'm pretty sure the demon zapper is just a couple hours that way.
And-
But now you just lost 2 of your crew.
You only have one
Or
Olaf.
is it 1? Because really, you still have an Olaf.
we have a back.
You have an
back.
Olaf.
We have, yeah,
We restored it.
we have the
restore
B team.
point.
We have the B team Olaf.
No, we just have a restore point from a week ago.
So assuming we're all together, I would say to Olaf, it's like, Olaf, can you message Christiana? Can you talk to her?
He's asking.
So, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even know what the rules of message are. So,
I could try.
is there a distance or is there no distance?
If there's distance, you
Olaf,
also need to know the target.
engage. You can cast it through solid objects. Magical silence, a foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood block the spell.
Well, you need to know where.
What's the range?
Yeah, you need to point in the general direction of the target. So I mean, if you're there but just invisible, you could probably message us. But
No.
if we're on another plane of existence side of things,
No.
we can't.
You're not on a different plane of existence. By the way, the 2 of you ended up somewhere you're familiar with.
No, but somebody asked the Olaf that's with us.
Can he message them?
Can you message Christiana?
So,
And try it in that direction, I guess, if it's direction.
If he's not fake, if he's
That's what the spell
really
is.
Orlok, he's got that spell.
Well, look, got the skills.
and he'll just hang his head. I don't sense them at all.
I think he's lying.
Insight check. Do an insight check if you think he's lying.
Casting insight to 20.
No, you got to roll it, baby.
Plus 10.
I can give him advantage if you allow it.
I don't
'Cause
think.
I'm wondering the same. I've
Okay.
never mentioned it.
All right.
I don't.
You can't. I think he's on the truth. No. He said no.
What do we check?
Come on.
See if the Olak imposter is
Are we
telling
doing
the truth that
perception?
he can't
Is it perception?
insight.
Oh, insight.
You give me-
I'm really good at that.
I
If
got
I
it.
rolled a 2, it's a
No,
12.
but he gave you advantage.
Yeah, I gave you advantage to roll again.
Well, that was a 28.
It only has 120 feet, so it's fine.
So, you sense no deception in Stone that he cannot sense him at all.
Okay. Well, does anyone want to say some words before?
Well, do we want to follow them?
They just went through a burning ring of fire.
Yeah. I just throw it
Well,
out
it
there.
doesn't work
It's an
as
option.
long
There's nothing saying that us going through.
Is going to get us to the same spot.
It
The
could
number,
be the
the,
same
the,
spot.
number will be different.
Yeah.
We're on a mission from, well, not God, but we're on a mission.
How many smokes do you have left?
So
Half a pack of smokes left.
yeah, it's dark.
Oh, no!
And we don't have a full tank of gas. So,
What?
Another freaking movie reference.
Oh, yeah.
Who's been
We've got
caught?
about 30. That's just you knew that one.
I know them all! I watched those movies. I
You
watched
just, yeah, you just seem very.
Jumanji and I watched,
You seem very upset by that one. It's the Blues
I've had
Brothers-
enough.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the Blues Brothers were sacred.
It was so
I just
apt
thrilled
to our
see what they all
situation.
got.
So,
then you're
We'll
going
see
to
if
be
they go
disgruntled a
there.
lot because Glenn and I, we got the
So-
movie vibe.
Movie players.
So
You're really
option A, we follow them. Not a fan. Option 2, we go to the big bug zapper because at least they knew that's where we were going, and maybe they'll show up there too.
Right?
But they're probably dead.
Option 3, they're dead, and well, shit.
We should just move
There's
on.
no-
Anyway,
there's
so
no-
two send us on to the bug zapper.
We know where we're headed, and it sounds like we can get there and not burn up all our fuel.
Okay. Maybe at least could you fly up high and look around, see if you see them? Maybe they just got zapped.
100 feet.
200
Sure,
yards that
he's
way.
going to say that all the heat from the place warps by vision. I can't.
Yeah, that's correct. And you can only see so far.
Okay.
I already knew what he's going to say.
So,
Because he's already said it.
you know, looking at the hieroglyphs,
Going.
is it interpretable?
Oh,
What does it say?
That's a good thought.
As you look at the
Read
glyphs,
abyssal and
yeah, so you see armies
Well, there's no words.
of demons. No, they're just they're not glyphs. They're murals,
murals.
right? And you see that these arches have been used by the militia to move troops around Avernus.
Oh. But as you said, we don't know if it's
Yeah, but
if
we don't
it's
know
on
what-
random. We don't
Yeah, right. It's on random.
Probably take us back to that little city in the sky.
maybe.
Ugh.
The little city in the sky that wasn't here a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
It'll take us
It could
somewhere
take
far
us
away, then we're going to be out of fuel.
Straight to the bug
Now
zapper
who's,
as far
now
as we know.
who's
But
dropping lines from famous songs? You know, going back to that city in the sky.
Going on up to the city in the sky.
Really?
That's where I wanna
That's
go
really what you said.
when I die.
I can't remember what movie.
That's just a song.
That's a song.
It was just a song.
yeah.
It's probably been in movies.
Been in a lot of
Yeah,
movies,
right.
but yeah. All right, so we're heading for the bug zapper, and hopefully they find their way there
No,
too.
we're going through the arches. Come on.
No.
Who's driving?
Panlamere.
What's Panlamere do? You hear the kid screaming behind you.
Do you turn the car around or not?
You do a donut and you
Is there anything else here worth looking at?
no.
Okay.
The arches is what you see.
Okay. All right. Well, we saw the tourist attraction. Let's go.
Let's go. Hop in the car and we go.
And you go to.
The direction he
direction
said.
he
The bug
said.
All
zapper.
right. You said, okay, Grolgart, lead on. 2 hours later, you end up at.
Are you going to tell them?
I don't think they need to know.
Okay.
Do we see that giant fly on the way?
No.
Not even a
It'll
roll.
be full of coins. So how do you know? It's a pinata.
It's a pinata.
It's a pinata of coins.
Too bad because that was a.
Fine.
No. Okay. So the motorcycle flies through the flames, and you land amongst the sundered chains,
Oh,
and you see a group of devils
wanting to race.
wanting to race.
Say, Olak,
Guy that Icker.
you no, you want to race some
Oh, that's
demons?
I mean, that sounds fun.
You didn't give him already?
Did he share any?
Oh, we had to leave in a hurry. We just jumped in the car and took off. After debating it for 10 minutes.
Would have been useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saying, kind goodbye.
Especially in a quarter-mile drag.
Last rites.
So I guess that's the question. You see, for you guys, you have devils. This is the sundered chain motor roadway, and you can either take time and do that, and who knows?
Well, we would know as well. We need soul coins, right?
You have a soul coin.
We have a soul coin.
You have
No,
quarter tank on the bike,
Quarter tank in the bike.
which is 4 hours,
2.
It's double the car.
double the car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
4 hours. 4 hours you can ride on the bike, and you have a whole other 16-hour coin.
But they don't.
But yeah, we know we need more.
And to sweeten the pot a little bit, you've been down this path a bit already. So the road from the Sundered Chains to the Blackacre Lake, you're familiar with. So your chances of getting lost are much less.
Okay.
All right. Now, you've not been to the Demon Zapper. All you know is if you follow the Blackacre Lake, in theory, you'll end up at the.
Yeah, go
Because
right.
you don't have the map.
We don't have the map. We also don't have a giant chasing us trying to reclaim Olivia.
Right.
So you think you can just go over to the Icker Lake, grab some Icker, come back and have the race and win
Oh.
some
We could.
points?
How far was the lake from here?
I think it was 2
I
hours,
think it was
wasn't it?
2 hours.
So that would take everything you've got.
2 hours there.
2 hours back.
Charmed, end up in the lake.
Yeah, so, I mean,
Based off skeleton giant.
in
yeah.
theory, Olivia was providing some amount of protection,
Right. Right.
or not. You
We're
don't
just
really
gonna
know.
win the race straight up.
Yeah.
Assuming that's what happens here.
My money's on the fact that Christiana is lighter, so we leave Olak to cheer from the sidelines.
Yeah.
Maybe with your artificial skills,
We take a
skills,
little bit of time and we tinker with the
take
the
the sidecar off.
Fuel injection.
yeah.
Disconnect the sidecar to
Sidecar off.
lighten the load. Get it down to just a bike.
What are you going to wager?
Maybe when you have some
it's a
magic
wager.
that'll help. I don't know.
Well, you don't know.
Yeah.
If you want to make coin,
You gotta offer them something.
Oh, you're going to gamble your coin. Uh-oh.
No.
Gamble something else?
Don't do it!
I mean, you don't just enter a race and get promised, oh yeah, if you finish, you get this. Usually it's some sort of,
Tangible something.
You gotta put something up, yeah.
like your bike.
Ooh. Racing for
Big
paint.
slip.
yeah.
God, we are so brother from another mother. I love it.
Well,
few seconds ahead of me.
Olak, do you have anything to? I do. I have stuff I could wager.
That would be
Whether
a,
it's
To wager.
Yeah. Do you have anything to wager that you wouldn't mind losing that's valuable?
Yes.
You're going under the assumption you could lose.
I
That's
have
not a winning attitude.
a cloak of protection and a headband of intellect I can wager.
Alright.
A cloak of protection?
we're not there. You haven't told me you gone in. We haven't
Oh yeah,
talked.
we're going into race and we want to win a soul coin.
Hold on a second.
We think this is an opportunity to win a soul coin.
But you didn't go get the Ichor?
It is
We
it is
decided that was too risky, right?
You need some more?
I just seen it.
Ken-
It might be a good idea.
There's
How long do
sorry,
we have until this race?
there's a lot of noise. Sorry. Say it again.
How long do we have until the race?
It just seems like there's heat after heat. So it lasts for some amount of time, and then it stops, and then some amount of time later. And who we got? We got Christiana and Olak. And you push yourself up on top of the chain so you can see. And you wait for a while, and there's like some beginning dialogue, and a motorcycle, war machine, two bi-wheeled war machine zooms by, zoom, zoom, and it skids corners here, and goes down the straightaway and curves around and goes out of your sight.
Just one. at a
Just
time?
one going.
Just one going.
Qualifying speed round.
You don't know. You haven't talked to anyone.
What
It's more
are?
like a rally race.
Yeah, it could be. What are the creatures?
They're devils. you said.
Chain devils, I believe they were. Barb devils.
And it's
Bearded devils.
Is that what it said? Bearded devils.
bearded devils, and they speak.
Are you speaking to them?
What are they speaking? It's not abyssal, is it?
Is that what bearded devils speak?
That's what I was. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was asking.
Infernal.
Infernal.
That's what I
or
thought. Yeah. It's demons that speak abyssal, and devils speak
Infernal.
infernal.
Cheering and language, and
And Ken,
it's really good.
you speak infernal?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
I do.
Or you could have come to Arches with us.
Could have. Dave even rolled for your destination.
I did. I even showed it to him. It was kind of funny.
It was very funny.
Oh, and so you see you might see a crowd off of this, or maybe from this angle you hear them more than you see them. But on some pile of rubble, on top of it, you see a chain devil, and he's obviously different than the rest.
And does this one seem like he's running the?
He does seem to be doing most of the talking. And after a couple minutes,
So back at the docks, did the big devil guy there speak common, or was it?
I think, yeah, he must have.
Okay.
Must have. And eventually, let's see. Maybe this is a fate check. Did it end successfully? Whatever the word is I typed. Unsure, chaos rank is, that's fine for it. Yeah. So a minute or so later, a bike comes tearing down, and you hear it skidding, something skidding to stop in the dirt here, and then in a low type of idle kind of just
Putters.
Thank you. Yes, putters slowly around and comes around, and you look and your eyes connect with a bearded devil as it looks curiously at you and decides to continue on.
As we look curiously at it.
But now you know the jig is up.
Mm-hmm.
They know you're there.
It's fine.
Did you realize you brought my avatar? Not Olaf's.
No. That's not it either.
It's greeny too.
He was under the car trying to figure out how to change the oil.
So that's what you see. What do you do?
Would we have time yet to modify our?
You have as much time as you want to take.
Okay. Yeah, let's. You and Olak? You think
How
we
are you
can?
gonna tell me what to
let's
do
do
in
it.
the race?
What one at a time? What? Ken?
Let's do it.
What do
How
you
are you
think?
gonna tell me you want to be in the race?
We don't know yet. one thing at
Maybe
a
we
time.
should figure that part out first before we modify the bike.
Fair.
So you walk in there.
Sure.
You just saunter on in.
Mm-hmm.
Like we own the place.
Exact. That's what I was about to say. Like we own the place.
Oh,
Like
you know what?
we belong here.
All right. And so, as you turn the corner, you saw the one dude talking to kind of a lookout kind of guy, and pointing back at the entrance as you come around the corner. You make a wide berth around this somewhat hot area of the ground, and walk around, and you press forward. And let's see, what do they carry? Bearded. Oh, they have a long spear. Look at that nice looking spear. And lean it toward you.
Do you speak common?
Do they speak common? Does this underling speak common? I think that's unlikely. We're
We just gonna work our way through all the languages for now.
Sure.
Do you think they speak Elvish? Probably not.
very unlikely. No. Yeah. Yeah.
What languages do you speak, Olak?
Common, Celestial, Dwarvish, Gift, and Undercommon. We think the most likely one is next.
Undercommon?
Undercommon? Alright. Do you speak Undercommon?
He says an undercommon.
And it's another point the arrow spear at you, and then let's see what would. And so you get a mental, because these guys have telepathy powers, but not that you can understand their words, but you can understand their intent, and it's like, go away, this is a private party.
Alright, I'm gonna try miming, riding the motorcycle.
Yeah, so what I was about to say as well. Vroom, vroom. I don't know what noise they make, but
Brum brum.
So they look at each other and they start laughing. And they reach down, and on the ground there's a sturdy chain. The chain links are probably a good inch. And it grabs it and he twirls around his wrist, and you get the sense of this is for their kind only.
Cristiano would kind of elbow Olak, like, show him the thing. Like, whatever you're willing to, give them.
Oh,
Or wager.
okay. I will point to my forehead where I have a nice headband that Cristiano would notice was not there yesterday. And I'll hold it out as a, come take a look.
And the one that was the guard, not the one that was the one that the guard just said, and points off toward the crowd. And so the one that was coming in with the motorcycle goes toward the crowd, and this one steps up closer and looks at it, and you get the sensation of puzzlement.
I don't know if he knows what it is.
Try something else.
Try something else. This is the coolest thing I have.
Well, I don't know that.
It looks like a headband.
But it's a cool headband.
It's not a chain. It's not like the cool macho chain around his forearm.
Spoken like a
But
true
it's
artificer.
magical. But
Would
it's
you?
a magical headband.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
Spoken like a true artificer. Yeah.
These people.
So uncultured.
Maybe if
I
you
know.
demonstrated it somehow.
How do you demonstrate?
What kind of headband is it?
It's a headband of intellect.
Ah. And does it take attunement?
Yes.
So it's a headband.
It's a headband, as far as they're concerned, yes. I think if you knew what it was, you would know, but... Yeah, I don't have anything cool that's not attunement that I could show off.
Alright.
Alright, it's your turn. Make them think the headband's cool. Or this cloak, that also requires attunement.
Well, you said it was a cloak of protection, right?
Right.
So what does it do exactly?
Gives you a +1 to your saving throws and AC,
Yeah, okay.
if you attune to it.
Well, the attunement's not a problem if you can show it does something cool.
How do you show it does something cool?
Let him shoot you in the back.
That's what I was thinking, but it's a little risky because it might actually,
Sure. Alright, I'll put the headband back on, because they're obviously not interested about that. And then I'll take off the cloak and hold it out. Put it back on. Turn around. so my back is facing them, and then like mine telling them to try to like hit me with their sword.
So as you're doing that, the leader dude comes up, and does he speak common? I guess the underling was very unlikely. I'm going to just be unsure on this. This is kind of 50-50. Chaos level is there's no chaos yet.
No.
No.
You have a fireball?
Doesn't do
I'm
much,
joking. I'm joking.
They're devils.
doesn't do much down here.
Nah.
What point?
Actually,
So you communicate with the leader guy that you the
No,
room and you push forward these two items. Let's see what kind of does he have any type of magic
they don't
spells?
have immunity. They have like a resistance.
No.
I was told they're immune.
I don't think so. Maybe. Maybe some, sure.
Resistant, I think.
Yeah, I think they're resistant.
So he reaches into a pouch and he produces a soul coin, and it's like you get the sense that you give him a soul coin. This is something he understands.
We give him one, we need two in return. If we give him one and win one, there's no point in, right? So
I'll say, of course.
okay.
Yeah.
So you can mine that. You'd be like
One.
2 or 3
back.
or whatever. Yeah.
How confident you are in your racing abilities?
I've been driving for a whole day now. I can totally take him on.
Because man, I don't mind losing these. As I point to the headband and the oak. I can make him again.
Right.
It is magic, and magic can't be destroyed very easily. You could do some sort of damage to the things and demonstrate that they.
Oh, that's a good point. I should. Alright, Christiana, hold the cloak.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my sword and just try to, like, obviously try to cut it in half. With my sword.
He does the Vanna thing. She does the Vanna.
And he'll take it, and he'll take his chain and just start swinging, and he bashes it, and he investigates, and he starts to nod, and he says, so there's two things. There's the entry fee for the privilege of a race, all right? And then there's a wager.
Okay.
Yeah, so could cloak cover one and headband cover the other?
As you demonstrate that they're each magical, I think that's fair.
Okay.
I think that's fair. And so he will take the cloak for himself, and he kind of puts it on his shoulders.
I'm
He
sure all the other devils are like oohing and awing at his beautiful
and then the headband.
It's a pristine cloak. I mean, you gotta. It's a good deal.
And the headband's on the ground, and he takes the soul coin, and he looks at you, and he drops one on the
okay.
on the headband.
Okay.
Right?
And
So that's the wagers. That's the pool.
That's the pool.
Okay.
and you hear the bearded devils kind of snickering.
And now
Gesture to them. Hey, you put in the pot.
Well,
He did. They put a soul coin.
They put a soul coin in. We put the.
Well, the
Headband.
chain devil did. But what about the one snickering? Put up or shut up.
Oh well, do we want another?
what else did they have to put up though?
And
Exactly.
How do you communicate that to?
You just put a soul
Take off
coin
your
in.
shoe and be like, point of the shoe.
Yeah.
Everything we have is magical.
So
Hop around on one foot.
you go 1 minute,
Yeah, 1 minute. We'll
An hour later, not an hour, but sometime later where you go and you take the sidecar off the bike.
We're both artificers with some mechanical aptitude.
So, let's see here.
We both have the medic spell for when we screw up.
You're assuming
Yep.
you win if you just survive a lap of this thing, or
So we're gonna kind of do it.
No idea.
no idea how you win this thing? You saw one person doing it by themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Race.
I'm assuming it's like a mode precedent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So
And-
you figure
and-
you win if you finish.
And if it is a heat and I'm in the back, there might be a few spells.
Tire? What tire?
all right. So looking more closely at the Devil's Ride on screen.
I don't think rules are a heavy thing.
All right, it can move 120 feet, a 30 point, but it has a damage threshold, so it doesn't take any damage if it only takes 5. All right, mishap threshold, but if it takes 10, you have a mishap. We'd have to look that up. Armor class 23, 19 while motionless, so it's 23 while you're in the race. Jump, if the Devil's Ride moves at least 30 feet in a straight line, it can clear a distance of up to 60 feet when jumping over a chasm, ravine, or other gap. Each foot it clears of the jump costs a foot of movement, so it slows down in the air. Prone deficiency, if it falls prone, it can't right itself. Stunt. On its turn, the driver of the Devil's Ride can expend 10 feet of movement to perform one free vehicle stunt, such as a wheelie or burnout. Before the stunt can be performed, Devil's Ride must move at least 10 feet in a straight line. If the driver succeeds a DC 10 dexterity check, using the bike's dexterity of 18, so it's pretty good. Otherwise, dexterity, the stunt is successful. Otherwise, the driver is unable to perform the stunt and can't attempt another stunt until the start of the next turn. If the check fails by 5 or more, the Devil's Ride and all the creatures riding it immediately fall prone as the bike wipes out. Oh, once you're prone, you're kind of stuck and comes to a dead stop. Juke. If the Devil's Ride is able to move, the driver can use its reaction to grant the Devil's Ride advantage on a dexterity saving throw. So if something attacks you. All right, let's take a look at the map. And here's a starting line. And we're just going to do some measurements. All right, so what is that, 60? 60. So there's 120. So there's the next 120.
What kind do you need?
40.
Oh, no, you're my cord.
20.
I thought they did multiples, didn't it? Can I click something
The
and
other end.
bend it?
There you go.
I don't remember that.
What was that? Yeah, roll 20.
6. All right, so
Nothing to see there.
all right. I'm going to say you need to complete this race in 10 rounds.
1 minute.
No, I don't think that's right. We'll stick with 10 rounds. As you have taken the wheels off, taken the sidecar off your bike.
So does he get more distance because he took the sidecar out?
No, actually, the sidecar should have shortened you. This, according to this Devil's Ride is without a sidecar.
Oh, okay.
Right?
All's fair.
Yes, by taking it off, we're just leveling the playing field, right?
Here's the thing. As you're in a race, this is going to be a dexterity 10 check. Everything, anytime you're less than 10, is going to be times 10 percentage of your movement. So if you roll an 8, you get 80% of 120. Follow that? If you roll a dexterity check of 10 or better, you move your full 120.
Okay.
If it's 10 or less, 9 is 90%. 2 is 20%. All right?
Okay.
This is not the bike's dexterity. This is your ability to control the bike.
Okay. So my dexterity.
Yeah.
Or...
The reaction to steer it. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
I just measured it out. I think it actually takes about 8 to go through it, and I'm giving you 10. All right. Now there are things here as you do turns. Okay. So you rev up the bike.
Mm-hmm.
You ready to go?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. You
Got this.
and so you're on the bike, and Olak is nervously hanging back with all these bearded devils.
The thought did occur to me that like Olak would be left behind with all.
Without a cape of protection and without.
So Olak, one of the bearded devils, comes up and offers you his spear as in a bet, and is looking at you like he throws it on the floor and is saying, "What do you wager?"
What do I got? Ooh, oh, no, never mind. I don't think I got anything good.
Well, it's a glaive. It's not.
I gave away my extra sword.
What about one of your little robots?
Does Cristiano notice?
Are you proficient at all with the glaive? No, you don't. Are you proficient at all with glaives?
No.
Oh, well, then you may not be interested.
I mean, I could learn to be proficient at glaives, but I'm not today.
I know this says it's standard. I'm gonna make it a +1 glaive just to.
Ooh, I will. A magical object. Okay, I'm gonna pull out one of those extra rings I have, and use my magical tinkering ability to imbue it so it generates 5 feet of light, and then hand it to him and see if that's an acceptable trade.
This is a temporary effect, though, right?
Yeah. Does he know it?
So the question, I guess, is: does Olak really want to try to swindle, deceive this guy? He has offered up what? So he bashes it over his knee like it can't be broken, right? So you feel like there's some sort of magicalness to it. He's giving you a legitimate
Trying to
price.
swindle everyone else here, so.
What was that?
So he's already
He's trying
trying
to swindle everyone else here.
Yep. See, these magic items, once he creates new ones, no longer are
Oh,
magical.
okay. So all these items are temporary magic items.
They're temporary until I decide they are permanent until I decide they are not anymore. Which I was going to wait a while to do.
Sure.
So you're
no
well
longer here.
over the horizon. Yeah.
So you're making friends, long-term friends.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
I think there's a language barrier.
But I mean, I
Explain
don't have
all of
anything.
I
To
can
this
understand
guy,
it.
so if he's willing to accept the little ring,
He doesn't seem very happy about it.
then I'll basically like try to be apologetic.
He just laughs, pick up his deer in derision. Okay. Okay. It's time to start the race. Drops the towel, and you're off on your first set of 120.
So just a dex saving throw?
This is
Or,
a dexterity check. This is not a saving throw.
Check. Okay. It's just a +2 either way. 21.
21. All right. So
You won't all that be that good.
Does he make you do one every step of the way? And if
10
you
times.
blow it, then what? You just skid a little.
Basically.
Oh, he said you got 10 turns
To do something.
10
to
turns.
make it around.
And
correct?
it's a DC 10. If it's under 10, then it's a percentage of the total distance.
All right.
Okay.
60 feet gets you here. And come on. You would, I mean, you come out here and you can see that the path kind of goes off to the left, but you can also see that there's fire here. You might be able to jump over that fire, but that'd be a bit more difficult. We said it was 60 feet there, so let's make sure. So that's another, let's say 30 to there. So you have 30 feet, so you can tell me which path you're going to take. You can take the safe path down here.
No.
You're going to,
Yeah.
all right. You're going to take the jump.
Now's not the time to chicken out. Come on.
Yeah, I'm with you.
30.
Times of the essence.
Yeah.
30 feet to there. All right, so that's your first check. Now you're staring at this jump, so we're going to increase that difficulty to 13.
19.
Nice.
19.
It said as long as you had 10 feet,
Yeah.
you could do the jump thing.
Yeah, I mean, we're at speed, so.
But you did lose some distance with that.
Lost a little distance, but also saved having to go all the way around.
60, and you lose 10 feet of distance. So 60 and 50 pretty much puts you here.
Going straight away.
It seems pretty simple. You have the nice straightaway. At the end of it, you'd have some curve.
15.
15, all right.
Going down.
So this is our third turn, right?
Yep.
You keeping track for me, Christian?
Yep.
So this was like, I believe it was 80. And as you pass this, you see a chest, like right in here.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it right.
Krishana will make a mental note of that. Like, you can sneak in the back and.
No, what you believe they're doing is, come on, drop that, because you see that the path kind of curves around, so you can go forward and take the fast path, or you can. Oh, also, you can see here a bike has crashed. So I said you have 40 feet.
So what about the?
Yeah, so you can see. Let me finish your turn here. So at the end of this turn, you have a decision to make. All right. So at this point, there's a decision of you can take this jump, or there's obvious tread marks that does a figure 8 to curve around. So this difficulty seems like a pretty, with a banking that's there, seems like a pretty easy curve. If you want to cut this off, this would be a very tight. This would be a burnout kind of. You kind of skid and go the direction. But if you continue the figure 8, you can see that the bank's up here, and you go along that way. You follow that? So what I'm saying is there's a chance that you can snag this chest as you go by it,
Okay.
and whatever's in it.
That's weight. It's something you have to hold. How do you drive when you have to hold a
Just
chest?
throw it in the back.
In the back of what?
In the back of the bike, there's a way to hold it.
Just a little wave of hand.
Should have kept the side card.
One of those things that turn into something when you think they're.
You're
Mimic.
gonna lose 2 turns,
Oh,
so you won't
oh.
be able to spare any turns.
Right, we'll be losing 2 turns, so. But there may be something valuable or a soul
Sure.
coin.
What turn are we? This was our
Chest
fourth
of soul
turn.
coins out.
It could be.
No, this
The
we're,
third-
we're 3.
Or this will be the fourth turn.
Correct.
Fourth turn, you have a choice. You can finish take the short path. Take a chance at the chest.
We'll take a chance at it.
All right.
Wes will always be.
I need a DC 10.
Him be who he is.
This is to see how far you go. So you go ahead and do your dex check. All
Ever decreasing.
21.
right.
Do a little burnout on that turn.
Wait, I know I said this turn was banked and not too hard as you look at it. So I did say that. So as you bank around, that was
70.
80.
80.
And then this is 20-ish. It puts us 100, and this is 120. All right, nose kind of on that crack. Hopefully you feel like I've been generous with my positioning. All right, you're coming around. All right, so now you see the first thing is making a swipe at this. All right, and so we'll make that another dexterity check. So first, give me your dexterity check. See how far you go.
11.
11. Well, it's
Yeah,
above the
so
10.
it's above 10.
So now give me a dex, and we're gonna set the difficulty of getting this basket. We're gonna set it at 16. This is not easy because you're hanging over, reaching down, trying to pick it up, and 5 or less.
Me to,
No, 1 or less is a mishap. All right,
me to beat it.
you roll. What I say?
16.
16. You hit a 16.
I hit a 16.
All right, you reach down, you grab the handle, you flip it back, and there's the whatever twines, you just kind of latch it there. All right, and
Yeah.
and you've gone. I believe that was like 20. No, it was like 40 feet. 40 feet. All right, and so now at this point, 40 feet. You come around here. This is 80 feet of your 120, and you have an opportunity here to do something risky and save yourself the longer path. The longer easy path, or try to do a burnout here, which would require another, but take the easier path. Or not easier path, the shorter path. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah,
can-
it's a coin flip. So I'll try the quicker one.
Okay, and so to make this turn, before you make that decision, we're gonna set it at DC 15 to navigate that turn. Okay, you follow that? So you want, that's the risk. So now informed decision. If you want
Versus
nothing, if you take,
versus easy, but it would take what, another turn?
so we're at 80 feet. So we're talking about 40 feet would probably put you in here successfully. Otherwise, you're talking, that looks like an extra round, right? That looks like 120 feet to 40 feet to here, and then another 120 is going to put you like here. So you're saving like 100 feet.
Am I feeling lucky, punk? He wasn't listening.
What's the worst that can happen?
You could crash your bike into this pile of rubble is about the worst that could happen.
It's unlikely. Yeah, I'll take the sharp. I'll take the sharp turn
All right.
and whiff it.
What'd you roll?
It's not terrible. It was a 7,
7.
so not a mishap.
All right, 7. But that's about, I'm gonna call that half of 15. 7 is about half.
Yeah.
So you're gonna move half speed next turn. So you come around here and you rub up against the bounce against it. You don't wipe out, but you get stuck on it for a second as you come out of it. And so your next round, you're only going to go 60 feet instead of 120 feet.
Okay.
But you look, and there's another ledge here. So
Jump it. Right.
yeah, but you need to move at least 10. Well, you're
Yeah,
constantly moving.
I'll be moving.
All right, so go ahead and roll me your DC 10 again.
13.
All right, no problems for you.
That's 6, right? Because
okay, thank you.
Because I'm just checking because we had the first 5, then we had a burnout the turn that didn't work out so hot.
Mm-hmm.
He also did a different type of check for the basket, but that was not a movement check. That was a scoop check, right?
Yeah, I've rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've
But-
rolled 8 checks. So
8 checks, but only
one of them was a turn, one of them was basket, so it's 6 movement.
6 movement checks.
Yeah.
That makes that I track with that because
yeah, I'm with you.
all right. So after that turn, we just did another turn, okay, and you just did the jump, all right, and you banking hard, but off to the left you see a figure of fire off to the right.
A friend?
Well, certainly.
Yes, he's going to teleport you to the end.
And we're on turn. This will be
The
turn
end is
7. We're
the
starting
second-
now.
The
Yeah.
second level of hell, right? Is the end. Yeah.
All right. So this one is one you don't want to fail, right? Because if you go slow here, you get the as you turn around, this creature, this elemental creature of fire, you gain its attention, and it starts to straighten itself up as if it's going to come after you. So don't fail your dexterity check on this.
Like he just
Beats it,
did.
beats it.
You rolled a 10.
I rolled a 10.
All right. So let's go our 120.
Zip zip.
So right there's 100. Right there where that water is.
Christiana drives by, like giving it the middle finger, and then it like kind of bobbles and just like drives on. And
That's 100, so you get 20 more feet. As you bank,
That was 7.
this is 8, right?
Is 8 coming up?
8. That was 7. This will be 8, right?
Yeah.
All right, another check.
And where's the end?
What's
Right
that?
there at the bottom corner.
14.
14. All right, feels like enough.
Looks like another chasm he's got, you know.
Put you in here. Your last check.
8.
Oh, 8.
Oh no!
So that was 8. This is 9, right? Mm-hmm. And so instead of going 120, what's 80% of 120? Come on.
100?
96.
No. 70s.
115.
Yeah.
As long as everyone's throwing numbers out.
119.
Well, 10% is 12, and 8 12s is 96. So
Of
96
120,
Yeah.
I typed 180.
96.
Yeah, 96.
Okay, 96.
Obviously.
Thank you.
Don't you have the,
How many engineers does it take to figure out percentage?
Do I have a what?
Inspiration.
I do have inspiration.
Save that for when you roll the 2.
Yeah, so you have one more roll, and it seems like you got it.
Where's the finish line? Just past the
This
chain?
right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
You did the one last jump. Oh, which would have lost you another 10 yards. Which I think I forgot in a different spot. All right, so let's figure out the math here. You need So this is only 72 feet. So don't roll a 5. What, 120, half of 120?
60.
Yeah.
I rolled a 13.
All right.
Sweet.
You come out, you
In the chest.
I only have a
And you
plus.
got the bonus.
I only have a +2 on dexterity, and
Well done.
had good rolls.
Got
was a good
got
night.
the chest, got the boot.
Yeah.
okay. You come out, you guys skid to a stop,
Do a little showboating.
and they're all like, ooh, ah, applause. All right.
Brandishing of glaives.
And you get the soul coin, and you keep the
Headband.
keep the headband, and you open the chest.
Probably not in front of them.
Well, they're all like you
unless-
grab the chest,
Okay,
and,
that's part of the quest.
Yeah,
Okay, it
yeah.
wasn't like, oh, I stole the chest.
and they're like eager to see what's in the chest.
Okay, yeah, I would open it in
We
front
have so
of them.
many of us have missed it.
Yeah, okay.
And you open it up, and there's this
Pile of soul coins.
pile of soil. No,
The late black
but
star.
they seem
Oreo.
that there is a coil of chains.
Oh.
Made of.
Gold?
No, but it looks like a very shiny, better than iron material, and it's barbed. If you can see these have their little barb.
And does it seem like it might be magical? We don't know.
It's a very shiny metal with barbs on it. Do you have detect magic?
Do you have detect magic?
In 10 minutes, I could.
Well, we'll have time on the back of the motorcycle.
Right.
Exactly. I'm sure motorcycles are really good at this new ritual.
Christiana will pretend to be very excited about this shiny, spiky chain.
Okay.
She's
And you can hear them all oohing and eyeing over the
nodding,
chain.
yeah. This
Maybe
is
they
the
can
best
offer-
thing I've ever won.
Maybe we could sell it for another soul coin.
Or several.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, kind of like indicate coin. Be like, somebody want to buy this off me? See how?
Yeah, because all you've done really is get your soul coin back and keep your headband.
No. We got the headband
No, we
and we
got-
got
yeah,
another soul coin. We have 2 soul coins.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't.
Checking.
We didn't wager our soul coin.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
We don't. I
That's
mean,
right.
this could be a magical chain that gets us out of hell. Who knows? But you can see what they'd offer you for it.
I guess. What do you think, Olak?
Don't know how we try to bargain when we can't talk to them. It was hard enough to get them to agree to a one-to-one trade.
Right.
Okay.
Who knows? It could be the chain that smites the chains holding the
Yeah,
city that lets
yeah.
us float away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least very damaging to demons.
Yeah.
Could be.
Okay.
All right.
We will shake hands with the or whatever they do. I don't know demon culture.
Very, very polite.
Yeah,
Rub tails with them.
you'll rub tails with them. Thank the head demon for allowing us to race. Not that you would understand what we're saying. And then keep going.
I'm sorry. You cut the chain.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I figure if we find out later it's worth something, there'll be other opportunities like at the Stygian docks to barter it.
Okay. Good. All right. You've done it. You successfully did the race. Now you head on the path. Now the path. This is. You see the path toward that you're familiar with, but there is still a navigation check. It's just an easier navigation. Instead of rolling a d4, you're rolling a d8 or 2 d8s. Doubles still are negative. In theory, this is supposed to be easier.
How many d8s?
2 d8s.
So would be
And we're
this-
looking for doubles.
No, okay, a lower chance.
You're not looking for double trades.
Yeah.
You're right. You're looking to avoid doubles.
Double d8s.
You've hooked the the sidecar back on. You have the chest in the back, and you're giving the salute, and you.
A 3 and a 6.
All right. So
Olaf's got the chest in his lap so he can ritual it. Right?
Or like next to him, or something like that.
sure.
I'll do some detect magic on it.
Yeah. So first of all, it's an adamantium chain, spiked
I
chain.
didn't comprehend languages. I could have done what they were saying.
You had comprehend languages and never used it.
To know your characters at level 13.
I even looked and like, do I have this spell? I can't find it, and I just found it.
And
There will be other opportunities.
And so, if you are wearing iron gauntlets, you can use it as a whip.
You're wearing gauntlets, aren't you?
Are they? I mean, I have armor on.
Didn't you have like
I don't know if
thunder?
iron gauntlets or something specific.
Didn't you have like thunder gauntlets or something like that?
Yeah,
Basically, metal gloves, right? If you have metal gloves, you can wield this weapon, and we'll call it a +2 chain, and we'll do D10 damage.
Okay.
And with proficiency, maybe if you spend time with it, we can do some fun stuff with like grappling.
Yeah, this would be fun. Sure. Get over here. How much like length does it have? Is it like 10 feet?
Excellent question. Yeah, 10 feet sounds good. Let's make it 15. As you, the first 5 is kind of coiled around your wrist, and the next, so you can wield it up to, up to 15, but 5, 10, 15.
Okay, so it's basically like 10 foot reach then?
10-foot reach, yep.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I'll hook it onto my belt.
As a quick
Yeah. If you're wearing armor, that makes sense. If you're not wearing armor, that could cause some damage if you ever fell
I
down.
have armor on.
Yeah.
We've got armor on here.
Okay. So you guys are heading back to the lake. Let's jump back. Meanwhile, back at the Demon Zapper, as you guys are approaching the Demon Zapper and the Tormentor, you come up and you see some half-mile away, you see a crowd of demons. Not on this map. You see a crowd of demons. Many of them are tiny. And I actually want to take this from my lake coast. Copy. And we're going to the Demon Zapper. And
Yeah,
these,
they're half CR each.
Says you.
most of them, many of them,
But there's a lot.
What are they saying?
Tiny demons.
there's many, many tiny demons.
Oh, the abyssal chicken. Son of a gun. They're bad.
And then there's some medium-sized
Oh,
medium-sized creatures, and then there's some a few even bigger creatures, but there's one big bad.
Hello.
And they seem to be circling this Demon Zapper from amount of space, and you can almost see a ring around it of like they know not to get any closer than that.
So they're circling the zapper. At a safe distance.
And as you see this, you can see little streams of black ichor running off. So let's call this a hilltop, right? Call this a hilltop. Top of the hill is this Demon Zapper. In the middle of the Demon Zapper is an orb, a floating orb of energy. And from inside of it is a white celestial type thing. Maybe even 4-legged. but from your distance, you really can't tell. So that's what you see. Tell me how you proceed.
It's My Little Pony.
Why did we come here again?
It's a good question. Why did we come here?
Whatever kills demons is good.
This is the path. Lulu says, "This is the path to our redemption. This is how this is the path we have to take to find the sword of Zariel. I just know it."
So we're gonna go talk to the orb.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm asking Lulu. I mean, what do you mean? This is the path. What? How? What?
I'm afraid I don't know exactly what we're gonna find here. I just know this is the right way. This is where we need to be. Yes. Let's go.
And so there's a whole bunch of little demons, but they won't get in the inner circle here.
Right.
They're dancing around.
So
the
it's a
outside.
demon zapper, but not necessarily a human zapper. So we should be able to walk in there without getting zapped. Who wants to be the proverbial guinea pig?
The lemon?
No. Guinea pig's the right.
No, guinea pig's the right one.
Lab rat.
It could be either.
And from a distance, you might see the big bad grabs one of the medium-sized creatures and points, or even throws it in there.
Zap.
And the demon zapper, a radiant ray of energy focuses, and it incinerates that. And at the bottom, a black pool falls to the ground.
You can find out if Olak is a demon.
Oh,
I like it.
and Panlamir, you feel very uneasy about this whole thing. Like, you don't particularly, your sword in particular is emanating this uneasy, like it doesn't want to go anywhere near this.
Because it's a demon.
Sucks to be you, sword.
Spear, but yeah.
Spear. So how attached are you to the spear?
Are you asking my character?
We don't know anything
above
about
the table.
That was above the table.
Well, we've
Well,
seen
above
him.
the table. I don't want to give any surprises away.
We've seen him talking to his spear on a few occasions,
And it glows.
and it glows.
Yeah, so what does your
All
spear
that
say?
glitters.
What does the spear say?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Stab, 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 stab,
That spear doesn't talk. Have you heard it say anything?
I've heard you talk to it.
You haven't heard me talk to it.
I'm pretty sure we
I've never
have.
talked to it.
We've observed you talking to it.
No.
In your
Yeah.
sleep.
Maybe if I
Let's go to the notes.
I think last week.
What does the scribe say?
Okay, so the green table, yes. Above the table, yes. Below the table, no. I wouldn't acknowledge that my spear has a soul or any other personality.
So, do we just test it? Just
I don't want to expose myself.
how?
It is 9 o'clock on the dot.
Yep, and this is where we can end. Boo, you want to keep playing?
Well, we didn't all get a nap today, man.
Yeah, surely.
Yeah, right?
I think it was a fun night.
So you
Yeah,
didn't,
it's
so you didn't tell them where they would have ended up?
So I have a random chart in my spreadsheet here with 30 different locations,
Jeez.
and it rolled the demon zapper. Had you gone through the arch, it would have put you right here.
Oh, Lord.
I showed it,
But only us, not them, right?
Yeah.
no,
yeah.
He
the
had already rolled
tormentor.
for us if we were going to go through it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But they went through first, so
So
they
we, went
didn't.
through,
They
we,
didn't
ended, we ended up where we ended up.
Yeah, that's
if you
what
had
I was-
followed, you would have ended
Yeah.
up.
21 on my list was the Sundered Change, which I thought was kind of funny too.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah,
yeah, that was fine.
Yeah, because he gave you a coin. You got a coin on it.
And a really cool
Actually,
chain.
we came ahead with that encounter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Which was another one that was, we drove past and we were just like,
The chest was kind of pulled out of my ass last, but I needed a way to tempt you into taking a chance.
No, it was, Worth it. It worked out well.
Yeah.
Ended up rolling well.
Yeah, you only failed one check.
Yeah.
You had what, +2 on all those?
Only a +2. Yeah.
Pretty good rolling. All right, guys. I think that's the evening. Ken, have a good week. We are on target for next week. 2 weeks.
The week after next week, I will be gone.
I think we're all gone that week.
I'll be gone the 5th and the 12th.
So 4 of us are going up to Glenn's cabin on the 28th.
Oh, great.
So that's the date you were saying anyway, right, Ken?
Yep, yeah, that's the day I'm gone.
But you're saying you're going to be gone the 5th and the 12th for sure?
I'll be in Europe.
Well, we'll miss you.
Still play in Europe.
They have internet in Europe.
Well, I technically
At 2 in the morning or whatever it is.
I'll technically be back on the 12th. I may
jet
still. I'll be jet lagged, and I don't know where I'll actually be.
Country.
I mean, I'll be back in the U.S. My flight lands at 1:30 in. No, that's my.
PM?
1:15 p.m. in Chicago. But
You're not available.
if I'm taking the bus back, I won't get back until like midnight because
You're not flying to Chicago?
I'm flying to Chicago.
So you'll fly back if you can.
I'm flying into Chicago
Yes.
From Europe.
from Europe.
And how are you
You may
planning
take
to
the
get
bus.
back from Chicago?
I don't know, but probably bus.
Oh, all right. All right.
I could drive, but
So you're taking a personal trip.
Yeah, but well,
Yeah, it's
doing
his
that,
family.
coming back
So-
by yourself is
right. That's why I. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they used to have like 3 or 4 buses a day. Now they have 2.
Yeah.
It's gonna take 4+ hours to get back.
Yeah, it's 4 hours instead of 3.
Well, it's like-
I was looking at that recently.
Well, it's like a 4-hour wait for the bus, and then a 4-hour bus ride, and
Well, we might.
And then you gotta make sure
might
you
be
get
able
on
to
the
manage.
right
I mean, we typically say
Yeah.
if we're down one, we can manage.
We'll manage without you. We might have to figure out where you are, what you're doing for 2 weeks. What happens to your character though?
Go back and do some more racing.
Yeah.
maybe we stop for some beach days.
They made me queen of the death race. I have to go.
Nice.
I have responsibility.
All right, Ken. Well, we'll see you next week, huh? Bye.
You might have rung off.
Apparently you're good. And hanging up. Closing Discord. Quitting calendar. Quitting the live stream.